Hello, welcome to the live. If you're new here, my name is Brooke and I like to talk about reality creation and manifestation, specifically the law of assumption. So welcome. Today I wanted to discuss something that comes up in the manifestation community quite a bit, and it's thought transmission. So what is thought transmission? So if you were trying to manifest, let's just say an SP or even like a promotion, it really could be anybody, right? Thought transmission is that you tell other people what you want them to think as it relates to you. So thought transmission would look like you love me and only me. You care about me and only me. I'm your one and only. I'm the apple of your eye. You're obsessed with me in the best way possible. So thought transmission would be that in action, right? So you would start to tell your specific person, whether that be a romantic person, or you could even do it, like I said, with a job. You could say, I'm the only one that's qualified for this job. You want to give me this job. You want to give me a promotion. So you would start to say that. And really with thought transmission is you are implanting an idea into someone else's head, because remember, you're the only thinker in your reality. So you only think what other people think you think they think of you. So really with thought transmission, it's again your perception of your reality and what you claim to be true of you in relation to your desire, in relation to your specific person, in relation to your friend, your loved one, whoever it is. So if you're looking to change the way that someone views you, then thought transmission can really be powerful. Again, it all comes down to your identity and who you're being. And so becoming aware of that story and persisting in that story and just saying, of course, they love me. Who wouldn't, right? I'm the greatest thing. I'm the best thing since sliced bread. They love me and only me. They choose me. They love me. They care about me. I'm their one and only. They find me so captivating. They find me so unique. They find me so special because I am special, because I am one of a kind. So Neville Goddard talked about the freeze frame technique, where you kind of freeze your person, right? So you freeze them. So in theory, you would maybe be mid-conversation with someone, or you could even go into a visualization, right, where you envision your person and then you pause and freeze them in your mind, and then you whisper in their ear whatever it is that you want them to think. So you could say, you think I'm the most important person in your life. You prioritize me. You love me. You care for me. You think that I'm your soulmate. You worship the ground that I walk on. Whatever it is that you want to tell them, right? So you can use the freeze frame method, or you can just affirm in your head, right? It's all the same thing. It's really just coming down to your self-concept and how you want another person or how you want others to view you. So thought transmission can really, really, really be powerful. Are you actually implanting the thought in the other person's head? Yeah and no, because remember, you're the only thinker in your reality. So in a sense, you're just changing the way that you perceive the way that others perceive you. So that's really how thought transmission works. So if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Brooke, and I give a little lesson at the beginning on reality creation and manifestation, specifically the law of assumption. And so today I talked about thought transmission. If you guys have questions, I do answer every single person's question. So I will get to your question. I'm going to go ahead and actually, I forgot, I'm going to set up a live on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, I would love to have you all follow me. It's the same name, The Confidence Lab XO, and I would love to have you all over there. So please take a moment to go exit this live and then go follow me over on IG, because I would love that. It would help me out so much. I'm trying to grow over on that platform as well. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to scroll through questions. Young girl said hello. Hi, how are you? Where do you live? I live in Indonesia. Thank you so much, Group. I appreciate you. Thank you for the follow. Somebody said, dang, I'm taking notes. Oh, good. I'm glad that helped. Max, hello. How are you? Oh, thank you so much, Group. I appreciate you. Can Christy said, can you help me how to manifest loving relationship, happiness, and manifest SP? Thank you. Yes, of course. You're so welcome. For some reason, I don't know why it grayed out your question. But yeah, so essentially your reality is what's creating, or I'm sorry, your thoughts are what's creating your reality. So if you think that your person doesn't love you or doesn't choose you, that comes down to your self-concept and who you're being. So it's really important that you become aware of that story and start to tell a different story. So if you want to manifest a loving relationship, just start to affirm that you're in a loving relationship here and now, because all we have is the generous present moment or the eternal now. So just say, I'm in a loving relationship. My SP loves me. We're happier than ever. It was so easy for me to manifest my SP. My SP cherishes me. My SP chooses me. My SP prioritizes me. My SP finds me to be so attractive, so stunning. I'm so irresistible. I'm so irreplaceable. There's no one like me. They love me. I'm their peace, right? So just start to say that your SP is devoted to you and only you. So tell that story and then experience that in your reality. So right now, I don't know what your self-concept is. I haven't worked with you, but what's your pattern in relationships? Are you saying that you're abandoned, that people don't love you, people don't choose you, people don't put you first? So it's really imperative to become aware of whatever it is that your current self-concept is, and then shifting that story as it relates to your SP. So you're never manifesting the actual person per se, right? You're not affirming. Thank you so much for the roses. You're not affirming for them. You're affirming for you. So I want you to start to put yourself on the pedestal. So take SP off the pedestal, put you on the pedestal, and start to affirm who you are. Affirm that you're always loved. Affirm that you're always chosen. Thank you guys so much for all the gifts. And that's how you manifest your SP, is by putting your focus and by putting your attention on you. And then your SP, your world will reflect it back to you. Thank you for the follow. Hello. Let's see. Maiden, hello. Mora, hello. How are you? Good to see you again. Somebody said good morning from New York. Thank you for all the gifts. I appreciate you. Maiden said big thank you. You're so welcome. Let's see. Navita, thank you so much for the follow. Somebody said happy Sabbath. Hello. Will, thank you for the rose. Yance, thank you for the follow. She's Thrifty ATL. Hello, how are you? Good to see you. Diogo said good morning. Good morning. How are you? Oh, SP stands for specific person. Awaken said greetings. Hello. Somebody said, do you do chants? Well, affirming is kind of like a chant, if you want to call it that. So it's really up to you, but it's just the fact that your thoughts become things. So you can affirm over and over again if you'd like. I just always remember who I am, right? So that's how I remember who I am, and my I amness is by affirming throughout the day who I am. Buenos Dias said, where should I align myself and remove negativity? Well, just say that you are always surrounded by people that are super positive. You always have positive experiences. Things always go your way. You attract high vibrations, good energy. You always feel psychologically safe. You feel seen. You feel heard. You feel loved. You always feel welcome wherever it is that you go. You're always in alignment. Things are always working out for you. Anything that you desire desires you more. You have healthy relationships. You love your life. Your life is the place to be. So just start telling that story and go to the end and live in the end of that, and take your attention and take your awareness off of the negativity, because you're subconsciously creating more of that when you focus on the negativity. So instead, just say things are always working out for me. Of course they would. Why wouldn't they? I'm God of my reality. I'm source. I'm awareness. I'm infinite intelligence. I'm always in alignment. Things are always running smoothly. Things are always working out in my favor. I'm blessed and highly favored. Things are always so positive. Things are always just better than expected. So you can just start to tell that story and persist in that thinking. And then your world will reflect people, places, and things, and scenarios, and opportunities, and experiences that support that new identity and that new thinking. So when it comes to your manifestations, guys, it all comes down to your identity and the dominant thoughts that you hold. So just persist in the new thinking. The new thinking is what creates your reality. So this is why I teach auditing your thinking or auditing your thoughts, because when you audit your thoughts, that's you reaffirming in your brain and rewiring your brain whatever it is that you are trying to manifest, call in, or experience. So start to affirm the new story, start to instruct your brain and say, this is who I am, this is me, this is what we're doing, right? You're partnering with your brain, you're saying who it is that you are, and then your world has no choice but to reflect it back to you. So just keep persisting in the story over and over and over again, moment to moment to moment. Wei said reflecting. Yes, everybody is reflecting you. Your world is essentially a mirror, so they're just reflecting whoever it is that you're being, your identity, your self-concept. And if you all need help with self-concept work, check the link in my bio because I do have my brand new self-concept course. It is amazing. It has assessments that help to uncover hidden thinking, so it's really, really helpful. Tom said, I want to manifest some sleep. Well, just start affirming it's easy for me to sleep. I always get a good night's rest. I always wake up refreshed and revitalized. I feel so good. I feel so energized. I always get deep sleep. I'm always in a state of delta waves in my sleep. My brain goes to rest. My body repairs itself whenever I sleep. I wake up feeling so good. I wake up feeling so positive. My sleep hygiene is incredible. I'm an excellent sleeper. Just start to affirm the new story and stop saying that you need sleep, because then you're creating that you're tired, right? And that you're lethargic and maybe you're drained. So just start to affirm that you're feeling energized. Krista said, thank you, dear. You're so welcome. Somebody said, what are you up to? Well, we're talking about reality creation and manifestation. Shaza, hello. How are you? Somebody said, where are you from? I live in Indonesia. Somebody said, hello. How are you doing? I'm doing great. Somebody said you sound like a journalist. I'm getting that a lot lately. And because I keep saying it, I keep getting it. So if y'all have questions about reality creation and manifestation, specifically the law of assumption, drop them in the chat. I'm here to answer them, so I will answer them. And also, if you want to watch these back from the beginning, I've been posting these on YouTube. I just posted a new one yesterday. My goal is to do one a day. So that is hopefully what is happening. Also, I'm streaming on Instagram. So if you see me looking down, I'm going to occasionally check Instagram to see if there is a question. Right now, I don't see any. Angelo said, no, God is, I'm the only. He has no ego. He is God. He needs no nothing. I have no idea what you're talking about. I teach that you are God of your reality. You're not separate from God. You are God. So God is not separate from you. Thank you for the follows. Good morning. Somebody said, can you help me manifest a wife? Well, just start telling the story, right? In your imagination. So your imagination is first cause, your world is the effect. So start to tell the story that you're in union, that you're in partnership, that you're married. How would you think, how would you act, and how would you feel if you were married? Right? You would feel like you were supported. You would feel seen. You would feel heard. You'd feel like you had maybe your best friend and your lover all in one person. So you can literally start to write down different characteristics of what you want in a wife. You can write down their aesthetic, their look, their body type, their job, the car they drive, how much money they make. You know, if they're funny, their hobbies, whatever it is, whatever you want to experience, just write it all down, paint a clear picture. And then start to affirm that, live in the end of that, but you're affirming for yourself. So you're saying, I have a loving wife who's always supporting me. She always chooses me. She loves me unconditionally. She's my best friend. She is my soulmate. She is my one and only. So just start to tell that story over and over and over again and persist in that thinking. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you, A King. Thank you so much for the follows. I appreciate all of you. Jaw said all of those steps takes discipline. Yeah. Well, I teach a lot that you have to have a strict mental diet or a disciplined mind. So it's really important to just persist in that thinking. So it's not enough to just like, think that thought once throughout the day and then go back to the old story and the old identity the other 99% of the day. So you do have to persist in the new story. It does take discipline. It does take a level of awareness. Remember, guys, this is conscious creation. So you've always been creating your reality. You just didn't realize that you were doing it. So everything in your life, the good, the bad, the positive, the negative, the favorable, and the unfavorable, it all came from you. So step into your power and become aware of your thinking, have the discipline to think a new story, to stay in alignment with the new identity and with the new self-concept. So then that way you can create the reality of your dreams. So you have to think of from the consciousness of the solution, of the wish fulfilled, of the end, and then go to the end and live in the end of that. So persist and know that despite what you see in the 3D, you created it. And because you created it, you can uncreate it. So persist in your imagination. You don't do anything in your 3D, right? You're not going out and changing people. You're not saying and demanding people to treat you better and to do better. You're not doing any of that. You're just persisting in the story in your imagination. So therein lies the work, is you just reaffirming who you are from moment to moment to moment. And you do that through self-concept work and through your awareness and by having the strict mental diet that I discussed. So persist in that story, persist in the knowing, and affirm that you're God of your reality. Everything is coming from you. Life is not happening to you, it's happening from you. Bradley said, how do we audit our thoughts? Well, you literally just kind of have to become aware. You have to break the habit of being yourself. So literally emotions are a really good kind of like trigger to say, okay, like right now I'm feeling sad. What's coming up for me? Why am I feeling sad? Oh, is it because I'm thinking that my person doesn't love me or that they're out with someone else? So tuning into your emotions can be really valuable. Really just becoming aware of your thinking. So your surroundings, are you engaging in conversations that are limiting? Maybe you go out with friends and they're all complaining about how the economy is horrible and there's no job opportunities. You have to break that habit of being yourself, and by, being complacent or engaging in those conversations, you have to say, no, that's not who I am. I know that there's more opportunities out there. I know that people are making real money. I know that things are always aligning for me. So you can't engage in those conversations anymore. You have to become aware of who you're being in that moment, because you can't be a double mind. So you have to kind of just stop, pause, and say, is this the version of me that I want to be? Do I want to have this in my future? Because I know that my thoughts become things. So I need to literally resist the urge and stop complaining about these things and just start being the version of me that has it. Because if I had it, I wouldn't be saying these things. I'd be living my life. I'd be living my joy. So it's really just about becoming aware of your thinking throughout the day. If you find yourself spiraling, getting anxious, say, am I anxious because I'm stressed, because my focus is on what I don't have? Then you shift your focus to the new story of you having it, right? So again, it's just about becoming aware. Are you going to catch every single thought? No. Are you going to be perfect? No. It's about creating it as your new story, as your dominant assumption. So persist in the knowing, despite what your 3D shows you. And by 3D, that's your current reality, your environment, the people, places, and things in your life. You literally have to just say, okay, that's the old story playing out. It's finishing its scene. And I know that my desire is mine. I know that it's a guarantee. I know my end. And you persist in knowing that it's yours, that creation is done, that it's finished. So you have to align with yourself, right? Align with the version of you that has your desire. So you have to persist in that knowing from moment to moment to moment. And the more you do it, the easier it gets, the more normal and natural it will feel. And then it will become your dominant assumption or your dominant thought or your new identity or your new self-concept. And if you need help, check out my self-concept course, because it's going to help you. The link is in my bio. Somebody said, are you from the UK? No. Someone said, I'm not the one that you're thinking you know, darling. I don't know what you mean by that. Somebody said, can you heal in person? Did you mean a person? Did you mean, can you heal another person? You can heal another person. Remember, you're manifesting all the time, so just start to see the person is healed. Jesus is a primary example, right? In the Bible, he saw the sick as healthy and then they were healed. So yes, you can envision someone as healthy. Just start affirming that their health is always improving each and every day. They're getting better and better and better. They feel vibrant. They feel energized. They feel amazing. They feel so much better. They're feeling relaxed. They're feeling at ease. They're no longer in pain. They're in comfort. So just start to tell that story and persist in that thinking. Somebody said, where are you from? The US. Angela said neuroplasticity is what you're talking about. Yeah, absolutely. So neuroplasticity is, the scientific explanation, right? Then religion is the mystical way to put it. But yeah, neuroplasticity, forming new neural connections. Because when you start to tell the new story, you are literally rewiring your brain by forming new neural networks, like I said. And so you're literally forging new connections. Those are synaptic connections. So you're breaking the old ones and then forming new ones. Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza is an excellent book that breaks down how this works on a scientific level. So I highly recommend reading that book. It's also linked in my bio under book recommendations if you're interested to know the science behind what you're doing when you start to create your new identity and your new reality and you start to manifest more intentionally. So yeah, totally agree. Somebody said, how refreshing, another awake online. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Somebody said, I'm new here. Amazing. Welcome. The word manifest comes to mind. Yes, absolutely. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you, McDarty. You're from Perth. Amazing. Thank you for the follows. Oh, thank you so much, Fred. I appreciate you. Yusuf, so this is what happens if you don't take ashwagandha, whatever you believe. So up to you. Sunny said, the time is the sort of port is open for you before it's too late. I don't know what that means. I just teach that your thoughts become things. Somebody said, can you help me manifest weight loss? Yes, absolutely. Just start to affirm that you're at your dream weight. Say, everything I eat makes me the perfect size. I'm in great health. I'm in great shape. I'm always being complimented on my physique. Start to imagine the body that you desire. Maybe it's long, lanky, and lean, or maybe it's like beautiful, thick, curvy, and voluptuous. Maybe you want I don't know, abs or six pack, whatever you want. Start to envision that you have your dream body and just say, it was easy and effortless for me to manifest my weight loss. I'm at my dream weight. I'm at the perfect size. I'm in picture perfect health. I'm at my ideal weight. I'm so thankful and grateful that it was easy for me to lose weight. So just start to affirm that story. You can do mirror work. Mirror work can be super powerful when you're trying to manifest weight loss. So just start to go from head to toe and start to say everything that you love about your body, even if you don't believe it, right? Because remember, an assumption, even though false, will harden into fact as long as you persist in it. So an assumption is essentially a lie, right? You're telling yourself a new story, so it's not true yet. But do mirror work. Step into the mirror and say, oh my gosh, I love my skin. I love my face. I love my arms. They're so lean and strong. I love my abdomen. It's so flat, right? So just start to say all the things that you love about your body and persist in that thinking, and then watch your world reflect it back to you. So you'll start to see physical changes. People in your reality will say, oh my gosh, like, what have you been doing? You look amazing. You look incredible. You just like transformed overnight. Start to say, I had to glow up overnight. It was easy for me to manifest weight loss. I did it so quickly. So just start to tell that story. You can also use a Post-it note, put the Post-it note on the scale and write down your new weight. Maybe you may weigh 185 and you want to weigh 155. Write down 155 on the Post-it note, and every single morning when you get on the scale, say, I'm so thankful and grateful that I'm at my dream weight. I can't believe I weigh 155. Isn't it wonderful that I'm at my dream weight? So just start to tell that story and persist in that thinking. Somebody said, are you AI? No. Sunny, hello, how are you? Mr. D, thank you for the follow. Somebody said, who does your hair? Me, for the most part. I do have a stylist, but it's here in Indonesia, so I doubt that you would probably have that. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Somebody said a hair routine, please. I'll do a video on my hair. You have good points. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hello. Thank you for the follow. Javier. Hello. How are you? John, thank you for the follow. Somebody said how to ask a girl out. Well, just go to the end. Don't even worry about asking. So I'm teaching reality creation and manifestation. So what do you actually desire? What is your end? Do you want to be in a relationship or do you just want to go on a date? So just go to the end. Who cares about asking the girl out? Just pretend you're on the date. She said, hello, how are you? I think you're amazing. I'd love to spend time with you. And then you guys move on from there. You guys have an amazing time. You have similar interests, similar personalities, and things went so well. And now you're in a relationship or whatever it is that you want. Somebody said, what hair products do you use? I literally just wash my hair and like keep it moving. I don't do anything in between getting it washed and blow dried at the salon. So I have no products. I'm not even kidding. When I'm at home, I use like, oh gosh, what is it? Redken heat protectant, but they don't even make it anymore. Gary said, good morning. You're magnificent. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much, Shab. I appreciate you. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the follow. Somebody said, what is a man's greatest purpose on earth? I think it's just understanding that nothing is separate from you and you remembering that you're God, that you're source, that you're awareness, that you're infinite intelligence, and that you're here just having a human experience. That's all. Somebody said, hello from Kazakhstan. Hello, how are you? Chasing Sunsets, hello. Thank you so much for the heart me. I appreciate you. Thank you for the follow. Jason said hello. Tommy, hello. Chasing Sunsets, I was thinking about you and how you manifested your SP. I'm so happy for you. This like literally makes me so happy when you guys come back with your success stories, because it just goes to show that truly your thoughts really do become things. And so when you persist in that knowing, you're so powerful. You create the life that you want. And you do it with purpose and on purpose. And it's absolutely incredible to behold you guys testing the law and getting results. So I love it. Oh, thank you so much, Kiki. I appreciate you. Somebody said, hi, hello. Somebody said, aloha, hello. Somebody said, I think I manifested last night at work. They gave me a crappy assignment. Well, you're manifesting all the time, so both good and bad. So if you were thinking, I hope I don't get this assignment, I don't want this assignment, I really don't want to do this, well, then you'll create a reality where you get that. So instead, direct your attention to what you do desire, what you do want, focus on that, persist in that, and then that's what you'll experience in your world. So focus on what you want, take your attention and your energy off of what you don't want, and then persist in the knowing that things always go your way. Thank you so much, Lopez. I appreciate you. Somebody said, you talk fast. Well, sorry about that. Barbie, hello, how are you? Tommy said, does this work on chronic pain, back pain? Yes, absolutely. So read the book, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. It will really help you. I manifested away 2 autoimmune diseases. So yes, you can absolutely use the law of assumption for chronic pain. People are doing it all the time. People are healing themselves from literally hearing loss, cancer, wild things. So yes, you can absolutely do that. Just start to envision that you're in picture perfect health. Dr. Joe Dispenza, actually, if you're not familiar with his story, he was in a triathlon and got hit by a car, and he was a chiropractor, and he was told that he would never be able to walk again unless if he got a surgery, and he just was like, I didn't want the surgery. And he himself was like, as a chiropractor, I would have recommended this surgery. And he just was like, I just didn't want it, so he didn't get it. And then he instead just started to meditate, and he started to envision that his back was healed, and then his back was healed. So that is his story. So yes, people are doing it all the time. You can absolutely manifest away chronic pain, back pain specifically. So just start to say, I feel so good. My back feels so strong. My doctor gave me a clean bill of health. I'm agile. I can do anything. I can lift. Things that I would avoid saying is my back doesn't hurt anymore, because then you're still placing your attention on pain. So don't even focus on hurt or pain. Just focus on how good you feel. What would you be saying? You'd be saying, man, like I'm feeling so much better. I feel just so agile. I feel so amazing. I feel so strong. So just start to affirm that new story. Somebody said, what is your name? Brooke. I have a lot of new people on today. Somebody said, where are you from? I live in Indonesia. Hello. I don't even think I see any of my normal people except for Chasing Sunsets, which I love. Somebody said, I'm not human, but now I'm human being. I don't know what that means. Oh, blessed. Did you change your picture? Or is that a different blessed? It might be a different blessed. Oh, there's two blessed on here. Now I see my blessed. Hello, how are you? Blessed. I wanted to reach out to you. Can you send me a DM if you don't mind? I want to feature your success in my success stories. I'm going to send out like an email if you're open to it. Don't feel like you have to, but I would love to kind of feature your success. And obviously I won't, say your name or anything like that. But, I would love to include you as a part of my success stories. So, let me know if you're open to it, and just send me a DM if you are, and then we can touch base, and I'll let you know, what I need from you. It's just a couple of sentences. That's really it. Somebody said, are you married? That's the only question I don't answer. Hello. Somebody said, hello, it depends. I don't know what you mean by it depends, guys. If you're going to write something like that, make sure it's specific, just because I get so far behind on comments that I have no clue what it depends is in relation to. God, listen, I already answered your question. Barbie, hello, how are you? It's good to see you again. Hello, thank you for the follows. Yeah, it's so weird. There's two blessed in here, but I know which one is my blessed. Somebody said, I chose this life and just waiting patiently to start speaking with truth about the world right now. I don't know what you mean, but you can choose anything at any moment. So just start to say that the truth is here now, I guess. Somebody said, can someone please put the title of the book in the chat, please? It's called Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. It's linked in my bio under book recommendations. It's also linked in my TikTok shop. It's blue and white, the cover. Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. It's a really great book. It's excellent, actually. And then I'm checking Instagram just to make sure that there's no questions over here. Goldmine said, wow, hello. Tommy said, oh, wow, thank you. Yes, all possibilities exist. Somebody said, my confidence is at an all-time high. God is going to make all things happen if I believe in him. Beautiful. Yeah. I mean, you're not separate from God, so just start to affirm who you are and just say that you're confident and you make all things happen. Somebody said, is it positive to managers another person's pain away, or does it have to come within the person? No, you're saying, is it possible to manage another person, manifest, I think is what you mean, another person's pain away? Yeah, just start to see them as healed. Literally, guys, Jesus did this. So the Bible is teaching you how to do this. It's Christ consciousness. So start to just affirm that the other person is healthy. So Jesus saw the sick as healthy and then they were healed. So you do the same thing. You just affirm that they're feeling great, that they're feeling better than ever, that they're in great shape, that they're just full of life, full of zest, full of vitality. You've never seen them look better. They just look so vibrant. They look so radiant. They're glowing. You can see how much they've improved. They're improving day to day to day. They're in picture perfect health. They're in ideal condition. So just start to tell that story. See them as healthy. See them as healed. Don't take pity upon them. Instead, see them as their higher self. That's what I do with a lot of my clients whenever I'm doing trauma work. I always just see them as their higher self, right? So just start to view them from that lens and from that angle. Teddy Bear said, greetings from Canada. Hello, how are you? Somebody said, under the moonlight. Somebody said, I'm going to be your favorite watch. I don't know what that means. Somebody said, what's the name of the book? Dr. Joe Dispenza. Blessed, of course. Oh, good. I'm so glad you're open to it. Thank you. Hapali said, hi from Nepal. Hello, how are you? Caleb, hello. Somebody said, how to lighten skin after losing weight. Just affirm that it's lighter. Start to envision that it's lighter. Just say, my skin is light. My skin is perfect. My skin is amazing. My skin healed itself. It looks exactly the way I want it to look. Just stop looking at it as dark. But also, who cares, right? You only care because you care. And that's not to say that it's not important to you if it is important to you, but why don't you just affirm that you're perfect and whole and beautiful as you are, because then you'll start to see yourself that way. But you can also say that your skin is like tightened, right? And that it's perfect. But I mean, who cares, right? Just say, I'm beautiful, I'm whole, I'm perfect. And then here's the thing, when it manifests, it could be that your body just naturally starts to produce more elastin and collagen, or you might just get offered a surgery. Somebody might say, hey, there's a surgery that you can do that's covered by your insurance and it's going to cost you a copay of $100. That's it. So you just never know how the manifestation is actually going to come. So literally just be open and just say, my skin is perfect, right? My skin is amazing. My skin is so tight. So just start to affirm that. And I don't mean who cares in a cavalier way. I understand like people have a certain look that they want to go after. But again, it just comes down to loving yourself despite any flaw. Because remember, everything in this world is neutral until you give it meaning. So right now you're giving the meaning of loose skin not being ideal for you. And it's like, is that a societal standard or is that your standard? And it's up to you, right? If it's your standard and you don't like it, okay, fine. Just affirm that your skin is tight. But also love yourself along the way. Somebody said, do you have your own book? I don't. Do I model? No. Prince said, hi, hello. Bless said, the standard. Yes, Bless, you are the standard. You're the standard. You are the absolute standard. I love it. Oh my gosh, that should be the name of your success story. She's the standard. Oh, that's what we're going to do. It's going to be so good. Miss Mary, hello. Somebody said I was watching for a minute from the FYP. Kudos to you for not answering that question. Oh no, I don't even know which one. I don't even know which one. Swan, hello. Seat said, hey, hello, how are you? Somebody said, I've been to a Dr. Joe Dispenza retreat. I have mixed feelings about him. Yeah, I've been to 3 of his retreats, right? So it just comes down to what works for you. So if you don't like them, then that's okay, right? It's up to you. Whatever you like, whatever you enjoy is what's most important. So if a technique or a viewpoint doesn't work for you, remember there's infinite ways to manifest. So it's really just down to what do you think you can leverage to convince yourself of the new identity? What feels good for you to manifest? So there's different teachings, there's different techniques, and it just comes down to what do you enjoy? Because manifesting is supposed to be fun, so make it fun. Oh, okay. So I did have someone on Instagram. Oh, I missed it. Let's see. Instagram. Let's see. I don't even know if these people are still on. They are. All right. So Bluey Gray said, hello. Bluey Gray said, I have been daydreaming, picturing my SP proposing to me. Is this a good living in the end? Yeah, if you want, but I would just go all the way to the end because it's really marriage that you want. So just start to imagine your life together. What does the day in the life look like of you being with your SP? Do you have a family? Do you have kids? So I would just go right to the marriage, but you can manifest in steps. So if you want the proposal scene, then do that, right? Or you could imagine, you could say like, oh, I remember when hubby proposed, it was like on the beach. It was amazing. So you could just start to kind of do a remember when, because you're already living in the end of being married. But if you want to manifest in steps, you can do that too. So you can just start to envision being the fiance. So that's totally doable. Yeah, that's living in the end. That's good. Whatever feels good to you. Whatever you think your brain can like latch onto most quickly is what's going to be the most effective. So just persist in whatever your brain can start to believe the most easy. So that's how I would do that. And just be honest with yourself. Because if you want to just do the manifesting in steps, then just do that. Let's see. Salad said hi. Gary said good morning from Jamaica. Hello. Somebody on Instagram said hello. I love your videos. Thanks for encouraging me. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Thad said bonjour. Hello. Stan said I care. John, oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. How is Bali? Bali's amazing. I love it here. It's absolutely incredible. It's literally me living in my prayers answered. It's a dream come true. I love it. I love it. I love it. Viral, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Somebody said, where did you grow up? I grew up in America. Somebody said, how are you doing? I'm great. Oh, thank you so much, Jack. I appreciate you. Somebody said, is it possible to change my bone structure? My face is so asymmetrical. Yeah, you absolutely can. So just start to say, my face is so symmetrical. I love my face. My face is perfect. Everybody says that I have a model shape. I have ideal bone structure. My bone structure is amazing. My bone structure is flawless. I'm flawless. My aesthetic is always sought after. People always say how amazing and incredible I look. I have such a unique look. My vibe is so excellent. So just start to tell that story and just take your attention off of asymmetry, because right now you're perceiving yourself as asymmetrical. So just start to say, my bone structure is perfect. So just focus on that, and then people, your world will start to reflect that back to you. People are going to be like, oh my God, your face is so symmetrical. Your face is amazing. Like, you look so unique. Wow. Like, you're so special. I love your look. You're so beautiful. So just start to affirm that. Go to the end and live in the end of that, and then take your awareness off of the asymmetry. And then you'll start to see that. The AI, I love the AI summary. The AI summary is like, discussing manifesting health with Dr. Joe Dispenza. Comment your affirmation. That's so funny. Thank you. Somebody said pre-recorded. It's not pre-recorded. Sophia, oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. How do I find your Instagram? It's the same name as on here. It's at the Confidence Lab XO. If you guys could go follow me on Instagram, I would greatly appreciate it. Or you can click the link in my bio and then hit the little Instagram icon and follow me there. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Nikki. I appreciate you, Sophia. Somebody said, I'm feeling discouraged. No movement from my SP. That's Go DJ. Well, you're not seeing any movement from SP because you're affirming that. So that's what you're aware of. So instead of saying that, say we're in constant communication, we're in union, we're in partnership, and we're so connected, we're so loved, we're together, right? So right now your focus is on no movement, so then you have no movement. Who's to say that there's no movement? There are things happening behind the scenes that you can't see. So right now you're putting your attention and your energy on things that aren't happening when you don't even know. Your SP could literally be thinking about you. They could have a letter written out to you. They could be formulating a text that they're sending to you. They could be planning some sort of big date to take you out on, but yet you're saying that there's no movement. So things are happening that you can't see. So again, give it good meaning and just say that my manifestation is mine. I know that it's a guarantee. Me and SP are together. I feel so loved. I feel so cherished. I feel so adored. Take your SP off the pedestal. Put yourself on the pedestal, because right now you're basing your reality off of SP reaching out to you. You're saying SP isn't coming forward. There's no movement. If you know that you're always chosen, you wouldn't be looking for movement because you'd already be in the relationship. So stop saying that there's no movement and start being in the end and being in the knowing that you're loved, you're prioritized, you're cared for. So start to tell that story. You're seeing no movement because you're saying there's no movement. That's what your focus and awareness is on. So let that story go and just say, of course I'm loved. Of course they always choose me. Of course they spend their time with me. Of course I'm their one and only. You have to persist in that story. So go to the end and live in the end of that. I'm checking my Instagram. Somebody said, thank you. You're so welcome. Somebody said, I did DM you, but I figured you have a lot, so I didn't mean to bother, but you really have so encouraged me to the utmost in my SP, and I've been praying for it to come forward. I did text him last. But no reply back though. Well, remember, no facts are final. So you're the one that's saying that there's no reply back. All you have is the eternal now. So just start to affirm that SP responded to you. You can revise it and just imagine that SP said, oh my God, I'm so glad you reached out. I love you so much. I've been thinking about you. You've been on my mind constantly, nonstop. I care for you deeply. Just start to tell that story. Right now, you're saying that you're not chosen. You're saying that you're not loved. And then you're creating that as your reality. So take your focus off of the no reply and know that you're always responded to, because you are. Because why wouldn't they? You're amazing. You said, I needed to heal. Oh, I needed to hear that. You just said a mouthful last night. Oh, yes. Yes. So just persist in that knowing and let the no reply go, because then you're creating a reality where your SP doesn't respond to you. So this is where, guys, you have to have more discipline and know that your imagination is first cause, your world is the effect. So you persist in your imagination. You know that your SP texts you back because you're the apple of your SP's eye. Your SP is focused on you and only you. So if you're trying to look to the 3D to validate you, then you're not living in the end. You're saying, well, I don't see it. Well, then you're being the version of you that doesn't have it. And you're looking for confirmation from the 3D. You have to say, no, I know that my desire is mine because I'm God, because I'm source, because I'm awareness. So stop looking to the 3D to tell you what you already know. God isn't asking us to confirm, hey, throw me a wave to affirm that you know that I'm God. No, you're God of your reality, so you don't need your SP to respond to you to know that you're loved, to know that you're chosen, to know that you're cared for. So stop putting your power and your attention on your SP and focus on you and who you are. So just persist in that knowing. Nikki, thank you so much. Sophia, oh, thank you. Somebody said, what was the last thing you manifested? That question always cracks me up, if you don't mind me sharing. The reason why it cracks me up is because, guys, you're manifesting all the time. The last thing I manifested was what just came out of my mouth, right? Me pressing go live. You're manifesting all the time. You guys think that manifesting is just reserved for these big things. It's not. You're manifesting all the time. The crappy thoughts that you have, that's a manifestation. When you say, I'm unlucky and there's always traffic, that's a manifestation. When you say, oh, I think I'll have Indian for lunch, and then guess what? Indian is what you're eating. That's a manifestation. You thought it and then you experienced it in your reality. You're manifesting all of the time. All of the time. If you're talking about my last big manifestation, me moving to Indonesia, but again, I wouldn't even say that that's big, because your life is not reserved for these big moments. You guys are so hung up on your desire and saying, well, what did you manifest? Did you manifest love? Did you manifest the car? Your life is 90% the micro moments of you waking up, brushing your teeth, combing your hair, and eating breakfast. So make those moments magical. Stop making it so that the desire is what's going to define your life. Enjoy your life, live your joy, make the mundane magical. That's a manifestation. Stop waiting for the SP. Stop waiting for the car. Stop waiting for the house. Stop waiting for the big things. I mean, yes, we can manifest those things. But guys, you're manifesting 24/7. There's no time off. Your thoughts become things. So this is why I teach this, because I want you to experience the magic in the small moments, because your life is 90% the small moments. And if you guys can't have gratitude and appreciation for the food on your table and the shelter and the roof over your head, that's all a manifestation. It's all a manifestation. Just like a homeless person, that's a manifestation. They're living in the reality of being broke. Are you living in that reality? No. So have gratitude for the fact that you have an apartment. It might not be the mansion that you want, but it's still a manifestation. Blessed is on here. She has so much gratitude and appreciation. She got free chapstick, a free candle, and a free meal the other day. I think she got 2 free meals. So again, it doesn't matter about the big things. Are the big things nice to have? Yes. But you're manifesting all of the time. Take the no traffic as a win. Take the you leaving your house 30 minutes too late and still arriving on time as a win. Take the prescription that's available to you as a win. Other people can't have that, or they can't afford it, or they don't have the insurance. So you're manifesting all of the time. So guys, don't wait for the big moments to define your life. Your life is 90% in the small moments. So you're manifesting all the time. I know I just went on a rant with that, but I really want you guys to get this. You're manifesting all of the time. Don't look to the big things to have those be the defining moments of your life. Make magic with every single moment. Somebody said, where are you from? America. Sad, thank you for the hearts. Caesar, hello. Somebody said, hello. Oh, thank you, Caesar. I appreciate you. Thank you for the follows. Somebody said, beautiful affirmations. Oh, thank you so much. Hi from Maine. Hello, how are you? Good afternoon. Oh, thank you so much, Carrie. I appreciate you. Lapman, hello. Somebody said, is that your real hair? Yes. Miss Confident, thank you so much. Thank you for the follow. Oh, thank you so much, Para. I appreciate you. Hello. Eliza, hello. Armin, thank you so much. Somebody said, I'm manifesting ending the year on the highest tax bracket, but also blinding to the IRS. Well, yeah, just persist in that thinking and just say it works out for you, and that you have the right tax attorney or the right tax agent, and that you get the best write-offs, and that you make so much money and you're living the life of your dreams. Beautiful. I love it. Yes. Hans, hello. Hello. Somebody said she uses Indian philosophy and westernized the whole thing. Whatever you think, sure. Somebody said good morning from Aruba. Hello. Makia, hello. Susie said, I'm uplifted by your confidence and I am declaring with positivity. Beautiful. I love it. Susie, you've got this. You're a confident, beautiful soul. You're a queen. You're a goddess. You're worthy. You're deserving. You are super positive. You get anything that you desire and you get anything that you declare. So I love it. Beautiful. Amazing. Chris, thank you for the follow. Someone said abundant rising. I love it. Yes, abundant rising. Saibo, hello. Mark said good morning. Ski, hello. Somebody said hi, hello, thank you for the follows. Magic in the mundane. Yes, absolutely. Magic in the mundane. You break it down very well. Thank you so much. Good. I'm so happy when you guys say that. I try and make this as simple as possible. There's so many people out here talking about quantum leaping and timeline shifting and dimensions in the multiverse. And yes, if you believe it to be true, it'll be true for you. But there's just, it's simply put that your thoughts become things. That's really what this is. Let's see. I'm checking Instagram. Somebody said, hi dear, I try so hard and he is playing with me. Well, remember, he's just reflecting you. So who are you being, right? So your world is just a reflection of your current thinking. So if somebody is playing with you, then that's because you have a story that they're playing with you. So stop telling that story that they're playing with you and just say that they're always in alignment with you. They show up in the way that you want them to show up. They're always there for you. They always respect you. They always love you. They always choose you. They always put you first. They always see eye to eye with you. Right now you have a story that you're not being respected. And so then therefore the person is showing up. So forgive them, Lord, for they know not what they do. That's what the Bible teaches us, because remember, everybody's just reflecting you. Your world is mirroring your identity. So change your identity, change your self-concept, change the story of the person, and then your world will reflect it back to you. And if you need help, check out my self-concept course. It's linked to my bio. It's literally going to help you uncover the hidden thinking that's going on behind the scenes, right, of the story that you hold. And then you can start to think in alignment with the new story, with the version of you that has your desire and where the person shows up in a more favorable way. Somebody said Bruce Lee also believed words and thoughts were the reason he was great and able to do what looked impossible. Yes, beautiful. Absolutely. Abundance and gratitude. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the heart me. Thank you for the roses. Thank you for the gifts. Sunny, hello. Chariot, hello. Harry, hello. Tosh said, where are you? It's 7:38 a.m. here. Well, I'm in Indonesia and it's 7:42 p.m. Sunny said, everything always works out for me. Beautiful. Yes, I love it. Somebody said, how are you? I'm great. How are you? Somebody said, I don't see these comments. Okay, well, I'm reading them. Tommy said, is there a difference between confidence and conceited? I mean, everything in this world is neutral until you give it meaning, so you get to decide what the difference is. Confidence is being self-assured. It's trusting yourself. It's knowing yourself. Conceited can sometimes have a negative connotation. It's up to you to decide, right? What's the difference? Really, if you think about what's the difference, what's the difference? Conceited is being full of yourself in a negative, narcissistic way. Says who? Society? I don't know. That's really a question for you. Dream, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Zulu, hello. Trading, hello. Do I have a favorite Joe Dispenza meditation? I love it. Yes. Changing Boxes is my absolute favorite. I love that meditation. It's called Changing Boxes. I literally have so many of his meditations. Like, I've probably spent a small fortune on his meditations because his meditations are not cheap. I love Changing Boxes. That one is my favorite. And then I like his like morning and evening ones. Those are really short. I also love another one that I'm blanking on. I have a lot of like the Blessing of the Energy Center ones. Those are not my favorites. But yes. Oh, thank you so much. Hello. Thank you for the follow. Somebody said, how are you? I'm great. How are you? Morning, people. Positive energy to all. Hello. Come on. Hello. Thank you for the follows. Oh, wow. I'm caught up on comments. Geez, that's rare. Marlon, hello. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let me check Instagram. Anita said, thank you. You're so welcome. Any other questions, guys? Changing Boxes. What's that? Somebody asked about my favorite Dr. Joe Dispenza meditation. So that one is my favorite. It's called Changing Boxes. essentially you move from the old state of consciousness into the new state of consciousness. You leave behind the old thinking, the old identity. Marlon said, what's your profession? I'm a coach on here. Anita said, but, hold on, let me see. You said, but does it matter how bad the situation is? I have been manifesting. It works, but at the same time, you still see my fear. I don't know what you mean. You're saying, does it matter how bad the situation is? No, because remember, circumstances don't matter. So the circumstances came from you. So because you created it, you can uncreate it. So just tell a new story. The situation is only bad because you're saying it's bad. Who's to say it's bad? So stop saying that it's bad. Circumstances truly don't matter when it comes to manifesting. So literally, I had a client that worked with me. Her and her SP were in no contact for months, and then there was an order of protection against one of them. And then 2 weeks after she met with me, her and her SP were in contact. They were talking on the phone every single day, and then they spent Valentine's Day together, and that was her goal. And now they're together. So if you want to say a bad situation, an order of protection is pretty extreme. So again, circumstances truly don't matter. They only matter if you say they matter. So stop saying that they matter and stop saying that they're bad, and just say it had to happen. You guys healed from it and you came back better and stronger together than ever. Just give it good meaning. So just persist in the new story over and over again. And if you want to work with me, check the link in my bio, because my prices are going up, guys. They're going to go up in like 2 days. And when I say prices, it's just going to be one offer, 1 hour call, but it's going to be an increase. Marlon, hello. Somebody said, what's the best manifesting tool? Well, it's up to you, whatever you enjoy. I mean, guys, it's never about the tool. It's about your identity. So the tool doesn't matter. You can affirm, you can visualize, you can journal, you can script. Who are you being when you do it? So if I'm not going to say affirming is better than visualizing, which is better than scripting, which is better than journaling. It doesn't matter. Who are you being when you do it? Are you being the version of you that doesn't have it? Are you coming from a place of lack and scarcity? Or are you knowing your power? Are you knowing your worth? And are you aware that you're God? Are you saying that you're chosen? Are you in that knowing? So who are you being whenever you use the tool? So it's up to you. You get to decide and you get to choose. So just affirm that you know who you are. Your God, your source, your awareness, your infinite intelligence. You don't even have to use a tool. You can just decide and go. I don't really use tools anymore. I mean, occasionally I will, but not really. It's just auditing your thinking and auditing your thoughts. So it comes down to your self-concept. And if you need help, check the guide in my bio. It's free. It's called Embody the Best, How to Go From Wanting to Expecting. It'll teach you how to start to step into the reality where things always go your way. It's free. It's linked in my bio, the very first thing in my bio. So people have manifested their dream job in 3 days. People have manifested free lunches, free manicures, getting into the club for free, free housing, a free lawyer. So just using my free guide. So check the link in my bio because it's going to help you. Or you can book a call with me. That's also a possibility. I forgot that I have this other light, so then that way the lighting is better. Somebody said, can I please request you? You can book a call with me. Somebody said, what's changing boxes and where can I find it? It's the Dr. Joe Dispenza meditation. So you can just go on his website and download it if you'd like it. Dr. Joe Dispenza, and then it's changing boxes meditation. Somebody said, leaving the old identity. Yes. How to manifest? Just become aware of your thinking and start to tell yourself a story that's in alignment with your desire. So whatever it is that you want to experience, think from the version of you that has it. Focus on having it. Don't focus on not having it. So put your attention and your identity into you having your desire. So that's how you manifest, is by simply becoming aware and thinking from the new state of consciousness. So think as though you already have it. Go to the end, live in the end. I'm going to go ahead and end this live on Instagram. Thank you so much for joining on Instagram. I'm going to go live on Facebook. So if you're not following me on TikTok, please go follow me on TikTok and Facebook. I'd love to have you over there. I'm going to keep going on TikTok because why not? We love TikTok. Somebody said, like putting yourself other places by using your inner child or different. I don't know what you mean. What do you mean by that? Like putting yourself other places by using your inner child or different. Manifesting is just going into the end and living in the end of you having your desire. That's really it. So I don't know what you mean. What do you mean by inner child? Can you clarify that? Sorry, I'm trying to set up the Facebook live now because I'm going to go live on Facebook. So then that way, here we go. Here we go. Go live. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, I'm live on Facebook. Excellent. Somebody said, can you cook? No. I don't cook. I don't like cooking. Nirvana said, Brooke, Rich Royal Rising. Beautiful. Hello, how are you? Good morning, says DB. Hello. Omanko, hello. Somebody said, how to identify? Are you talking about the old story or the hidden thinking? So that's your self-concept. Use my self-concept course. It's linked in my bio. It'll help you to identify your old story. And then you start to think the opposite. So it'll literally walk you through an assessment. So you uncover your hidden thinking. And then you start to think the opposite. So you start to think from the identity of you having your desire. So if that's love, right? If you are trying to manifest love, then you would start to affirm that you're chosen, that you're cared for, that you're prioritized. Start to tell that story. Live in the end of that. So just persist in that knowing. Sunny said, and it's becoming instant. I don't know what you mean. What's becoming instant? Guys, if you all drop a comment in the chat, make sure it is a complete thought because I am 47 comments behind. So just make sure it's a full formulated thought so then that way I can know what you're talking about. Somebody said, teach us what you did to manifest. It's your thoughts become things. That's it. It's your self-concept. Again, yes. Mac said self-concept. Yes, it's your self-concept. That's the story that you hold about the people, places, and things in your life. So your self-concept is your identity. It's who you're being. So are you being the version of you that has your desire or the version of you that doesn't have your desire? Are you being the version of you that is the hero in your story, or are you being the version of you that's the victim? Are you being the villain in your story, or are you being the main character? You have the power to change, you have the power to choose, and you do that from moment to moment to moment. So ask yourself, who am I being right here, right now, because you get to decide. So it's up to you. So make sure you tell yourself a better story that's in alignment with you having whatever it is that you're trying to call in. Chasing Sunsets, thank you so much for all the gifts. I appreciate you. Chasing Sunsets, how's the SP? Somebody said, hola, hello, how are you? Somebody said, hi, from Canada. Somebody said, like, FaceTime, I'm interested, let me know. Are you talking about my calls? My calls are on Zoom, so they're private one-to-one sessions. Again, my prices are increasing in 2 days, and it's going to be a very large increase, just being honest. So if you want to work with me, if you've been curious on working with me, the link is in my bio. You have 2 more days to get it at the current price, and that's really it. And then I'm going to increase it. So, yes, it's a Zoom call. You would just come with whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, and then we would talk through limiting beliefs, hidden thinking, and then I will give you a protocol moving forward that I think will help you to think from the end and to call in your desire. Fonzie, thank you for the follow. Mickey said, I love you so much. You're awesome. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Somebody said, nice. Can I ask you a question about something I've been dealing with, please? Well, that's what the live is for. Somebody said he meant inner chi. I don't teach chi, so I have no idea. Somebody said manifest means making your dreams reality and chi, not child. I don't teach chi. Chi is energy. I know what it is, but again, it's your identity. It's your thoughts become things. Tuan said, good morning. Hello. Hugh, thank you for the follow. Good morning. Korshan, how are you? Somebody said like law of attraction kind of. Well, I teach law of assumption. They're different. So law of attraction says something outside of you is bringing your desire to you through positive thinking, like the universe. And then law of assumption says, no, I'm God of my reality. I'm source. I'm awareness. I'm infinite intelligence. And what I assume to be true is what manifests. So everything is coming from me, not outside of me. So that's the difference. Sunny said manifesting, yes. Bianca, thank you for the follow. Somebody said good morning. Thank you for the follow. Sunny, hello. Sunny said, I'm the badass in my story. Yes, I love it. Chuck said, deep, appreciate this conversation. Amazing. Jar said, you're so unique. Oh, thank you. Yes, thank you. Oh, Chase and Sunset said, he's amazing. I love that for you. Congratulations, my friend. You deserve it. Lukeman, hello. Jar Lion said interested. Well, the link is in my bio if you want to book a call. Armid said, I've been listening to your lives anywhere from a couple to a few times. Amazing. Thank you so much. Welcome back. Zach's, hello. Thank you for the follow. Somebody said positive energy. Amazing. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Randy said hi. Where are you from? I am from the US, but I live in Indonesia. Oh, thank you so much, Nye. I appreciate you. Think positive things. Well, when it comes to manifesting, it's not enough to think positive. You have to think intentionally. So yes, positive thinking is amazing, but you have to think intentionally. So you have to think from the version of you that has your desire. So positive thinking can still sometimes have complacency. So sometimes people are like, oh, well, you know, everything will work out and it'll be what it'll be. And it's like, no, I decide, I get to choose. So desire, whatever your desire is, get clear on your desire and then think from the version of you that has it, because you get to have anything that you want. Nothing is off limits. The only limitation is the one that you put on yourself. So don't do that. Go to the end and live in the end of you having your desire. So be clear on what it is that you're trying to experience and call in, and then think from the version of you that has it. So that's how you manifest whatever it is that you want. Park said Virgo? No, Aries. What country am I from? I'm from the US, but I live in Indonesia. Somebody said good morning from Santa Monica, California. My name is Omega. Hello, how are you? Allie, thank you for the follow. Jar Lion said smile is amazing. Oh, thank you. Somebody said, are thoughts the pen of destiny? Yeah, your thoughts become things. So yeah, that's one way to put it. Your thoughts become things. That's it. Somebody said, what's your name, Brooke? Somebody said, is this pre-recorded? Presents or not? Be matching the chat. Yes, they are. Somebody said, hi from Ghana. Hello, how are you? Chuck said, private calls are about learning or anything, just asking so I know what to expect. It's up to you. It's your time with me, so whatever you want. So you could literally just say, hey, I'm trying to understand this better. I have a lot of questions. So it's your hour with me. It's your time. So you can ask whatever it is that you want. Maybe you're trying to manifest love and you're like, okay, I have this specific person that I've been interested in. Here's what's going on. And then we could work through that. It's your time. So it's up to you. You can spend it however you want. I literally have people with all different sorts of things. Sushil, hello, how are you? Thank you so much. G, hello. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Nike said hello. Thank you so much for the follows. Yeah, so if you all have any questions, if you want to work with me, check the link in my bio. Like I said, my calls are going up in 2 days. So if you do want to book a call, if you've been thinking about booking a call, now is your time. Now is the time. And actually, one of you, I did get your note. So I got to get back to that person. They accidentally booked the wrong thing. And if you want to do the work on your own, check out my self-concept course, which is also linked in my bio. You can do the work on your own. CJ said good morning. Ike said hi. Chuck said I'm in. Yes, beautiful. Nike said G. CJ said good morning. Liking said hi. 5 a.m. here. Amazing. So you must be West Coast. Nike said hi. Abe said hi. Ike, hi. I'm all caught up on comments. So guys, if you have questions about reality creation manifestation, specifically the law of assumption, drop them here in the chat because I'm happy to answer them. I'm looking down, checking Facebook at the same time because I'm doing Facebook simultaneously. Buell said hello. Hello, how are you? And if you all want to check out my free guide, that's also linked to my bio. Yes, yes, yes. Brown said, beautiful. Hello. Uncut. Hello. Abe said, want to join? What do you mean? You want to join what? You want to join the live or you want to join what? I also have group coaching too. So whenever people say that, I'm like, are you talking about my group coaching calls? Somebody said, are you AI? No. User, hello, how are you? Said, hope you're doing fine. I'm doing great. Chuck, what do you mean? You said, I kind of want to experience it now. What do you mean? Somebody said, when is the date of the Bali retreat? Oh, thank you so much for asking. So yes, I do have my Bali retreat. It's coming up August 12th to the 19th. The retreat is for women on manifestation and healing. So there will be adventures. There's going to be manifestation workshops. So it's going to be absolutely incredible. That's October 12th to the 19th here in beautiful Bali, Indonesia. So if you are interested, that is also linked in my bio. And I do have payment plans available if you would like to come to beautiful Bali. Password, hello, how are you? Abe said, you're couching? I don't know what you mean. Am I a coach? Yes. Am I couching? Don't know what you mean. Makai said, as heaven. Chuck said, call. I know, but what did you mean by 5100? Blessed said, just received a message from SP. It's been ongoing and getting so much better. I love it. Blessed, are you even surprised? Are you even surprised? Are you even surprised? Of course, it only gets better and better and better because you're a master manifester and you're irresistible and there's no one like you. So duh, SP is obsessed with you. Duh, SP is always whispering sweet nothings into your ear. Duh, SP shows up exactly the way that you want them to because you decide, because you're God, because you're a goddess, because you're source. I love this for you. Yes. Brown said, where are you from? I'm from DC, but I live in Indonesia. Somebody said, good morning. I'm from Brazil. Amazing. Hello. Somebody said, how old are you? 38. Salute, BB. Chuck, you can check the link in my bio. That's how you book the call. Abe said, do you think manifestation works? Well, yeah, that's why I'm on here. Yes, manifestation works, guys. If you don't believe it, then test it. So just test your reality. Start to just do little things like set an intention of getting something for free or getting a compliment from a stranger and then watch your world reflect it back to you. Yes, it absolutely works. Chasing Sunset said, love that for Blessed. I know, right? We love it. We love to celebrate our fellow queens on here. So yes, of course. Somebody said, hi from Tanzania. Hello, how are you? Makia said, duh, yes. Or Makai. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Makai. John, thank you for the follow. Chuck said, okay, yes. Sushil, thank you for the follow. Thank you for sharing live. Pinnacle, hello, how are you? It's good to see you again. I remember you. Blessed, I'm saying whatever I eat, it does my body good and it's perfect. Duh, I'm the standard. Not surprised, I love it. I know, I love that you guys love duh. Because I just like to say it just because it's so fun. It's like, duh, of course. Of course, everything that you eat makes you the perfect size. Of course, everything that you eat does your body good. Why wouldn't it? Duh. You are the standard. So anything that you decide, anything that you decree, it is so, it is done. So duh, yeah, as the standard, whatever you say goes. So I love that. Beautiful. Nirvana said, what do you think when your manifestations stall? Like the in-between time of things coming to pass? One of two. All right, let's see what your second one is. I feel like I'm in the waiting room. I'm getting frustrated. Well, remember, so you're looking for movement. And remember, nothing is separate from you. So when you say that you don't see it, it's because you're living in the end of not having it. So guys, I get it. Because you're like, I just want to experience it in my 3D. You have to be so in your head knowing that it's real, right? That you just know that you have it. Therein lies the work, is persisting. This is why we use the word persist, is because you have to know that it's real in your imagination, and because it's real in your imagination, it is so, it is done. Dr. Martin Luther King literally had a dream where he said, I envisioned boys and girls of different races playing together. Integration, that was unheard of back then. It sounded insane. But in his imagination, he saw it was possible. And so he was like, no, that is my reality. My reality is that there is union, that there is harmony, that there is peace, and that this is normal. And so you have to have that same persistence. You have to be in that same knowing, and then your world will reflect it back to you. So again, it's about knowing that you have it, knowing that nothing is separate from you. God is not up, in the heavens saying, hey, humans, throw me a wave to let me know that you think I'm God, right? God just knows that he's God. So when you decide that you're God, you're not looking for proof or evidence from your 3D. So right now you're saying, I need the proof. I need the evidence. I need for my 3D to show me that my desire is mine in order for me to know that I have it. And it's the opposite. You have to know that you have it before it comes to pass, before it bears witness. Same thing with a woman who's pregnant, right? She knows that she's a mom, even though she doesn't have her baby yet. She's in a state of expectancy. She's expecting her baby. She just knows that she's a mom, regardless of her baby being there or not. So again, be the version of you that has your desire, because right now you're living in the end of you don't have it. You're saying that you're frustrated. So just take this moment to affirm right here and right now, whatever it is that you want. What do you desire, Nirvana? Let me know in the comments and then we can affirm together. John said, hello. Somebody said, how can you test it by looking at it at the same time? Well, you just decide. So you test it by saying, I intend to get something for free today. You set the intention and then you go live your day. You don't go looking for things for free. You don't look for things, because then that's you saying that you don't have it. So you just decide, I'm getting something for free. Live your life. 2 days later, somebody's like, would you like a free slice of pie? Boom, done. There you go. That's how it works. So you're not looking for it. It just happens to you because you're in the knowing that you get things for free. So download my free guide. It's going to help you. Literally. Boom, there you go. That's testing the law. If you affirm you got something for free, there's a free guide. Nirvana. Oh, I did answer that. That was your part 2 of 2. Thank you for the follow. Deborah, hello. Makai said moral standards, most definitely. Yes. Thank you for the follow. You are gorgeous. Good morning. Hello. How are you? You are so welcome. Thank you. Somebody said, what is life? Well, it's up to you. It's your life. What do you define it as? Somebody said, hey, just followed you. Thank you. Rowdy, hello. How are you? Somebody said, very true. That is great advice. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Somebody said, my ex wants me bad, but she doesn't take care of my feelings. Well, remember, everybody's just a reflection of you. So if you're saying that your person doesn't take care of your feelings, well, that's the story that you hold. So they have no choice but to show up in that way. So just start to affirm that they show up for you and that they respect you and that they're always putting your feelings ahead. So stop telling that story, because then they're not taking care of your feelings and then they're disrespecting you. So just literally persist in the knowing and the identity that your person shows up in the way that you want them to. So again, your self-concept creates your reality. Your thoughts are simply a mirror or a reflection of what you're dominantly assuming. So change the assumption, and then your world will reflect it back to you. Okay. Thank you for the follow. Somebody said, sent you a DM for questions and details about the calls. Let me know when you get a chance. I will take a look. I get a lot of DMs. So I will take a look. Salmo, thank you for the follow. Somebody said loud and clear. Yes. Thank you for the heart me. Hello. Somebody said good morning. Hello. Hello, blessed. I've been loving and living my dream life. And of course, it only gets better. I love it. Beautiful. Yes, absolutely. You are literally a waking dream. You are a true testament. You're amazing. You have taken this and literally just transform your life by transforming the way that you view yourself. So you are so strong. You're amazing. Like, quite literally, guys, anything that Blessed writes in this chat, take it as inspiration, because she's actually implementing this and changing her life and just living her absolute joy. You could be doing the same thing, and you should be doing the same thing, because life is a gift. So step into your power and start to affirm the life that you want to live. Somebody said hi from Guyana. What do you do for a living? This, I coach people online. Which country? Indonesia. Do I teach non-dualism? I teach law of assumption. Hello. Yes. Let's see. Any more questions on reality creation, manifestation, law of assumption? Wow. Let me see if I have any questions on Facebook. Nope, sure don't. Somebody said, everything happens for a reason. It's like you connect the dots. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yeah, everything happens as you instruct it to. So yeah, it happens as you say it happens. Blessed, beautiful. I've been very intentional and aware on how I'm thinking. My state of being is 5 stars. I love that. Yes, it is. It is 5 stars. Guys, it is about intentionality and just becoming aware of the story. Like, don't be upset with it. The second you change it, your world is going to start to change. So literally just be persistent in the new thinking. Die to the old man. Some of you guys are so in love with your trauma and you're like, I don't want to let it go. I can't even think of the new story because the old story keeps popping up. Let it go. It doesn't serve you. Persist in the new story. It doesn't matter how delusional it feels, because the more you do it, the more you start to experience it. So listen to Bless. She's dropping gems here. And it gets to be easy. Bless started having results like a week and a half after coming on here. She had been coming on, but then she had a click, right? A moment where it all clicked. And then it was like, boom, like unstoppable force. And she's just been manifesting like crazy ever since, intentionally, right? We're always manifesting, but she's been intentionally manifesting beautiful things into her life intentionally. So change your story, change your reality. It's as simple as that. Brooke said, there we go. I'm back on your live. Just went live at the gym myself. Happy to see you. Everybody go follow Brooke. She's also a fellow confidence coach on here, and she lives in Mexico. So Brooke, what was your live on? How was it? Makai said, eye opener, amazing. Kodak said, how are you? Good, how are you? We're perfect beings. Yes, we are. Cookies and cream. Hello, how are you? Yes, beautiful and lovely made. Yes. By the image of God. Yes. I love reading the AI summary. A spiritual talk on manifesting your desires. Share what you're working on. Alchemist said, I can see you're radiating pure energy. Oh, thank you so much. Rodney said, good. Hello. Nirvana said, waiting for my click moment for things to be consistent. You're not waiting for it. It's already happened, and it's going to happen here and now. I want you to affirm whatever it is that you're trying to call in, that it's already done. It's not your job to carry the burden of creation. So creation already exists. Yes, I say creation, but you're not actually creating anything. You're aligning with the version of you that already has it. So what does that mean? Because you're like, Brooke, well, I hear you say creation. So imagine you're going to Chipotle. It's already all created. The chicken, the fajitas, the rice, the beans, the cheese, the guac. It's already created. And then you're just selecting or aligning all of those ingredients into the bowl or into the burrito. So it's not your job to create. It's your job to imagine your end, which is the burrito, the bowl, the quesadilla, and you're just forming your thinking and aligning with the different ingredients that you want to go in it. So it's not your job to carry the burden of creation. It's already finished. It's your job to persist in the knowing that you already have it. That's your click moment. So I want your imagination to validate you. Don't check the 3D and say, oh, I need proof, I need evidence from the 3D to tell me who I am. No, you're the source of your supply, so you give whatever you seek to yourself first. So if it's love, if it's the job, if it's the relationship, if it's the money, you decide now that you have it here and now. Whatever your 3D shows you doesn't matter. It's the old story. Pay no attention to it. You persist in your imagination saying that you already have it. You don't have to create anything. It's done. Keep being in the knowing that you have it. You affirm and validate yourself, and then your world will reflect it back to you. Don't look to the world to affirm who you already know who you are. So you don't need that. Stop looking externally for validation. Go within. You validate you. You're directing your life. Troy, thank you for the follow. Brooke said, I spoke on gratitude again. Thank you, and I appreciate you and your energy. All amazing, beautiful. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Somebody said, do I like candles? No, not really. I mean, maybe I don't really use them. Somebody said, proud of you, blessed. Way to go. Keep it up. Amazing. Z-Dog, hello. Somebody said, hair is fire. You look rich. Oh, thank you. Yes, Bless said, we are the standard. Flip that negative thought over and over. Yeah, that's the thing, guys. Some teachers on here, you'll hear them say, like, I don't teach flipping every single thought. Yes, I understand what they're saying, but in the beginning, if you've been thinking that thought for 30 years, you don't think you're going to have to flip it? Of course you're going to have to flip it. You're going to have to keep persisting in the story. And then with time, it just becomes second nature. You just know that's who you are and you don't even have to flip it. So yeah, it does require intentionality. You are going to have to flip your thinking in the beginning. But again, it doesn't have to be a lot of work. Bless did it within a few days. And I'm sure, Bless, you still have moments, right? We all do. I do every day, actually all day, where you're reminding yourself of who you are. She's saying throughout the day, I am the standard. I am the standard. That's what clicked with her, was her coming up with that. Her saying, I am the standard. And whenever she affirms that, she goes back to her I amness, and then she keeps it moving and she lives her life and she lives her joy. So just keep persisting in that knowing. Know who you are and affirm who you are, because you're deciding. You're the one that's selecting. It's a choice, moment to moment to moment. Sun, hello. Can you help my confidence? I have MS. just affirm that you are in picture perfect health. Say, I'm so confident, I'm so radiant, I feel so great, I feel energized, I'm healed, I'm happy, I'm healthy, I am strong, right? Just start to say that you're self-assured, you know who you are, your God, your source, your awareness, your infinite intelligence. So you have to let the old story die. I literally healed myself of 2 autoimmune diseases and I stopped saying I have. So stop saying I have. Insert the condition. I don't even want to say what it is because I'm not trying to say that or manifest that. But essentially, you have to stop taking ownership of something that you no longer want to have. So you really do have to become aware of your speech, of what you're saying. Are you saying that you're sick? Are you saying that you're ill? Are you saying that you don't feel well all the time? Because then you're creating more of that. So you have to let that story go. You have to break up with your trauma. You have to break up with your victimhood. And I'm not calling you a victim, right? This is not to blame. This is just a lesson in causation. So it's the fact that our words, right, become things. Our thoughts become things. Our word is our wand. So you have to change your word. You have to change the spell that you're casting, because spelling is to cast a spell. So start to tell a new story and say that I feel healthy, I feel vitality, I feel so energized, I have a zest for life again. Things are looking up for me. I'm feeling better and better each and every day. I can't believe how quick and easy it was for me. I feel so alive. I feel so nurtured. I feel so supportive. Right? So just start to tell that story and persist in that thinking from moment to moment to moment and take your attention off of what you don't want and put your attention on what you do want. Somebody is spamming my chat with something. I have no clue what they're saying, so I'm going to block them. Somebody said, you deserve the best. Oh, thank you. So do you. Somebody said, hi, hello. Somebody said, Angelina Jolie. Sure. Thank you for the follow. Brown, thank you for the hearts. Somebody said, why has she challenged me if we have started to text? I don't know what you mean by that. Brooke Olivia said, absolutely, it takes awareness to reframe. Sometimes we repeat the old story unintentionally. Exactly. So that's why you have to become aware of who you're being, your self-concept, and really break that habit of repeating the old story. So yes, I love that. Arrow said, hi, hello. Somebody said self-affirmations daily. Amen to that. Yeah, so remember, an affirmation is really just a thought. So it's an affirmation to say you're fat. It's an affirmation to say that you're amazing. You get to decide and you get to choose from moment to moment to moment. So you're affirming all of the time. An affirmation is just a thought. It's a more intentional and favorable thought. But yes, when we talk about it in this context, but affirmations are essentially thoughts. Somebody said we're winners. Yes, beautiful. Somebody said hello. Somebody said better version of Angelina Jolie. Oh, thank you. Somebody said yes, queen. Lydia, hello. Thank you for the follow. Information to say that you're amazing. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. How do you change your thoughts? Well, you become aware and you just say the opposite. So if you say, oh, that sounded stupid, you say, no, that sounded good. I always have thoughtful and positive contributions to make. So become aware of your self-talk. Become aware of the story that you have on repeat and then just say the opposite. It's really that simple. I think sometimes when people ask these questions, they're looking for something complex. It's just about telling yourself a better story. That's it. Armando, hello, good evening. I'm checking Facebook to see if I have any questions. Guys, if you could also take a moment to go follow me on Instagram, I would greatly appreciate it. It's the same handle as on here, at the Confidence Lab XO. I would love to have you all follow me on Instagram. Fresh, thank you for the follow. Any more questions? Any more questions? Oh, one of you all just booked a call with me. Amazing. I love it. Amazing. I love it. I love meeting with you guys for the first time. Barack Kim, thank you for the follow. I think I'm gonna hop off of the Facebook Live, maybe. I've been live on Facebook. How long have I been live on Facebook? I should have looked at the time. But yes. How does one become more confident? Well, you remember that you were born confident. You can also check out Brooke Olivia's page, because Brooke, are you still talking about confidence, or are you switching? I don't know what you decided, but regardless, just start affirming that you're confident, that you're self-assured. But remember, confidence is something that you were born with, so just return to that knowing, right? So when you came out of your mother's womb, you weren't judging yourself, you weren't criticizing yourself, you weren't saying like, I'm not enough, I'm not worthy, I'm not chosen. You were perfect, you were whole, you were amazing as you were. It wasn't until the world told you who you should be that you started to shrink and you started to hide parts of yourself. You started to dress, act, and speak in a certain way because you wanted to fit into the societal norms, right? And so you started to diminish yourself. So confidence is about returning home to who you are, embracing who you are, standing tall in who you are, and being self-assured, trusting yourself and loving yourself despite, right, any sort of story that you've held. So confidence is not a look, it's not an aesthetic, it's you loving you, it's you knowing you. So remember that confidence is already within you, and that it's already done, it's already yours. So that's how you become more confident. I also have a course called Foundations for Everyday Confidence. It's really helpful. It's linked in my bio. Mr. Lotto said, what are some good tips to manifest your way out of chronic hip pain? Just start to say that I am full of health and vitality, and that my doctor gave me a clean bill of health, and that I am agile, I'm running around, I'm comfortable in my body, I'm confident in my body feels amazing, I feel so good, I feel so free. So start to affirm that story and take your attention off of chronic hip pain. You have to let that story go. And here's the thing, like when you're manifesting your end and you're saying how great and amazing you feel, you never know what the actual remedy will be. Your body might just heal itself and the pain will go away. It also might be that somebody says, hey, there's this new surgery. It's 99.9% effective. You're a candidate and you only have to pay $100 copay. That's also a possibility. So again, be open to all possibilities and just persist and live in the end of you are in picture perfect health. You're running around. How would you think? How would you act? And how would you feel? You'd be walking around with ease, with comfort. So just start to envision your higher self as just full of energy and full of comfort and full of vitality and good health and healing. Just say, I already healed. I'm healed. Somebody said hi from Winnipeg. Hello. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Briggs. Aw, Brooke said, thanks for the push in that direction. Yes, of course. What's your nationality? American? Words are powerful. Wait, words is power. Words are life. Yes, amen. Yes, they are. Absolutely. Christian said, hi. Hello. Mr. Lotto said, appreciate it. You're so welcome. Frankie said, good morning. Hello. Thank you for the heart me. Aster, you're blocked. Congratulations. I gotta decide if I want to eat dinner or not. If I eat dinner, what should I eat? I don't know. Chen, thank you so much. Hello, how are you? If you guys have questions on reality creation, manifestation, law of assumption, drop them in the chat. And if you guys could go follow me on Instagram, I would love that. And also, if you want to do the work on your own, check the link in my bio, because I do have 30, 60, and 90-minute calls. The 30 and 90-minute calls, I'll just say on here, I'm not going to announce. The 30 and 90-minute calls are completely going away in 2 days. So if you've been thinking about booking one of those calls with me, Now is the time because they're not going to be an option in 2 days. And then the 1 hour call will be the only option, and that price is going up, 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 up. So now is the time if you want to book a call at the current price. You have 2 days. Chen said hello. Tata, hello. Nirvana said lobster. Right, Donovan? I'm like, what in the world? Somebody said, hi. Fiji in the chat, hello, how are you? Somebody said, after some toxic relationships, it's made me less confident and insecure. I'm trying to reverse it. Well, just say it's already reversed. Say I learned so much from those relationships and it made me stronger and better than ever. So give it good meaning. Don't let the toxicity get you down, because then you're giving it that meaning and you're saying that it defeated you. Why wouldn't you just say, wow, I learned so much from those situations and it empowered me to be so strong, for me to be so vocal. And now I know what I want. I have so much clarity from those situations. I'm so thankful that I'm now able to discern better. I'm so thankful that it taught me whatever it is that I desire and whatever it is that I deserve. It taught me how to be brave. It taught me how to be more confident. I now trust myself. I know myself. I know where I'm going and I know who I am and I know what I want. So tell a different story, right? Two people can go through the same thing, and one person could say the toxic relationship weighed them down, which is what you're being. And then the other person could say, wow, it really empowered me and it taught me a lesson. So give it good meaning and just say you came out stronger on the other side. So stop saying that you're insecure. Stop saying that you're trying to reverse it. Declare now, here and now, it's reversed. I am confident. I am self-assured. I am amazing. I know who I am. I love myself. I trust myself. Start telling that story. Let the old story go. It doesn't serve you. Makai said, book a call. Yes, if you want to book a call with me, you got 2 days. Somebody said, so how can you manifest anything? Well, you just start thinking from the version of you that has your desire. So go to the end and live in the end. You said that was my dinner suggestion, lobster and pasta. Oh, amazing. I didn't even think about that. I was like, lobster? Lobster and pasta, that's interesting. That might be a thing. I don't really know where I'd get lobster from. I definitely, wherever I go, would get takeout, so lobster might be gross delivered. But yeah, I don't know. I was actually thinking of pizza. Brooke said, BRB heading home from the beach. Oh, check you out, Brooke. I love it. Somebody said, how'd I go from 2 to 3? What do you mean 2 to 3? So I said, hey. D said, how can I reframe a relationship that wasn't what I thought it was to bring clarity? Well, just say that you learned from it. I mean, I haven't worked with you, so I don't know exactly what happened, but just say that you're stronger for it. Just kind of like what I said in that last example of you learned from it. You came out stronger. You learned the difference between clarity and discernment. You know exactly what you want. You got so much out of it. You no longer are willing to tolerate less than what you deserve. You know what it is that you desire. You know what it is that you're willing to accept. You know that you're valued. You know that you're appreciated. You know that you're enough. So just reframe it. But remember, everybody's reflecting you. So again, that person showed up in that way because your self-concept was, I'm not chosen and people disrespect me, or whatever the situation was. I haven't worked with you. I don't know. I'm just throwing out examples. So guys, this is why it's so helpful to use my self-concept course, because it's going to help you to uncover hidden thinking. Because again, the person only showed up in the way that you instructed them to. So everybody's reflecting you and your thinking. So start to tell a new story and go to the end and live in the end of the new story. Who were you being, right? You were being the victim in your story. Step into your hero mode, be the main character, and start to tell yourself a more favorable outcome. Thank you for the follows. Nelson, hello. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Thank you. Somebody said, do you have Instagram? Yes, it's the same name as on here. Somebody said, ASMR, please. I get that a lot. Karucha, hello. How are you? It's good to see you. Thank you for the follows. Love that. Thank you so much. You're so welcome. Wagner, hello. Janny, hello. D said so true. That's exactly how I was. Oh, see? Yeah, there's hidden thinking always. Somebody said, what's your name? I'm Brooke. Hello from Gambia. I live in Indonesia. Okay, great. I'm caught up on comments. I'm going to go ahead and end this Facebook Live just so I can charge this phone. Okay, done on Facebook. Guys, if you guys could go follow me on Instagram and Facebook, that would be amazing. It's at the Confidence Lab XO. I would love it. Love it, love it, love it. That would be incredible. Someone said, stay blessed. Thank you so much for this live. I appreciate you so much. Oh, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. Take care. And thank you for bringing your good energy and for contributing positively. You're amazing. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Bukri. Somebody said, do you have a man? I don't answer my personal questions, relationships on here. Any other questions? Any? Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you, user. Frederick, thank you so much. Thank you guys for all the follows. Any other questions, guys? We've got 275 people on. So we're talking about reality creation manifestation, specifically the law of assumption. So what you dominantly assume to be true will be true for you. Somebody said, I have a question. How do I leave a cheating wife after 30 years? Well, just go to the end and live in the end. So it's not your job to figure out the how. Just start to affirm that you're single, that you're living in solitude, that you're living a life of peace, tranquility, and ease, that your life is full of serenity now, and that you're assured and secure in your relationships moving forward. You learned so much about yourself from the relationship, and you're better off now that you've healed and you've moved on. So just start to affirm your end. You don't really need to figure out the leaving. You just need to figure out what do you want your end state to be, which is probably being single and being at peace. So just affirm that. Somebody said, do you believe in manifestation? Are you really asking that question? Somebody said, I thought about something last night. Can you manifest for children? Well, you can manifest for other people. You have a story about everything in your reality. So everybody's just showing up in your reality as you picture them. So it doesn't matter if it's a person that's an adult. It doesn't matter if it's a person that's a child. It's just the people, places, and things in your life reflect your story, your self-concept, your point of awareness, who you're being. So it's as simple as that. So just persist in whatever it is that you want to experience as it relates to the people in your life. Frederick said, I love what you always say. It's so encouraging. Like, seriously. Oh, good. I'm so glad. Yes. Somebody said year. Yeah, I figured you meant years. Yes, when you said 30 years. So I did read it as years. Somebody said hello from Trinidad. Hello. Oh, thank you so much, Joy Boy. I appreciate you. Thank you for your advice. You're so welcome. Sunny. Hello. Randy, hello. Somebody said not to have them, but their behavior. Oh, yeah, you can just say that they show up. They're so well behaved. They always listen. They're always doing whatever it is that you ask. They're always in perfect alignment, that it's easy, that the relationship is healthy, that they're a good listener, that they're caring. So yeah, you can manifest better behavior for children. Absolutely. Just tell a story that they're well behaved. Say that they're always showing up. They're nice, they're courteous, they're kind, they listen. They're like the perfect little child. So yeah. Thank you so much for sharing the line. Thank you for the follow. Oh, thank you so much, Ricky. I appreciate you. Somebody said, sounds crazy to believe, but it is true. I know it really is. Sometimes it's like, is this real? But guys, if you test the law, you'll start to see your reality bend to your will, and truly your word is your wand. So yeah, you will absolutely manifest the life of your dreams. So just test it. Somebody said, can you do a ASMR? I don't know what I would do. Do I just do affirmations? Thank you for the follow. Somebody said, good morning. Good morning. How are you? Steven said, good morning. Oh, thank you so much, Luffy. Anna, hello. Somebody said, I got fired a few months ago. When someone asked me what I do, I lie to avoid judgment. Okay, well, remember, everybody's just reflecting you. So right now you're walking around with the assumption that people are going to judge you. Let that story go. Do you know how many people are unemployed in this world and nobody cares? Like, nobody's sitting there judging them. People are living their own life. They're not worried about you, right? So literally start to tell that story. So just persist in the new story. But what do you actually desire? Do you want a new job? Just write down everything that you want in a job. Do you want to make a certain amount of money? Write down your salary, write down the benefits. Do you want a pension? Do you want a 401k plan? Do you want a job that's hybrid? Do you want a job that's on site? Do you want a boss that's hands-on? Do you want a boss that's hands-off? Do you want to work in a team? Do you want to work more independent? Do you want a job where you travel? Focus on the fact that you have a new job, or maybe you want to start your own business. I don't know. But focus on your end. Don't worry about the fact that people are judging you. They're only judging you because you're saying it. So remember, life is not happening to you. It's happening from you. So stop identifying as a person that's judged. That's coming from you. That's your self-concept. So just be in the knowing that people always support you. People are understanding, right? They're caring. People get fired. So what? It's just a thing of life. So give it good meaning. You got fired so that you could have a better job that pays more, that's more stress-free, that's easy, that's calm, that's relaxed, that's a short commute, whatever you want, whatever you desire, and just get clear on that end and persist and live in the end of that. Stop saying that you're being judged. You're only being judged because you're saying you're being judged. So remember, you're the only thinker in your reality, and because you think it, other people think that. So people can only think what you think they think they think of you. Right? That's it. You have no way of getting in anybody else's head. You only think what you think they think of you. So stop having them think that they're judging you. That's coming from you. Assume a new story. Say that they're understanding. Say that they want to help you. Say that they're like, oh, what are you looking for? I know someone. Right? Somebody said, how are you? I'm great. Thank you for the follow. Somebody said, do you offer material on the learning for my Isn't It Wonderful rants? I just checked link in bio. Should I just create an Isn't It Wonderful list of affirmations and you guys can just get it online? Like, do you guys want me to do that? I can do that. Somebody said, hi, girl, you look good. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Somebody said, how are you? I'm great. How are you? Willie said, you are very beautiful. Oh, thank you so much. Somebody said, love from Cape Town, South Africa. I love Cape Town. I went there in 2019. It's beautiful. King, hello. How are you? I'm going to bring this closer. Thank you for the follows, as well as award-winning filmmaker and author. I missed the first part of that. Somebody said, hey, what are you doing on my phone? Hello. Oh, chasing sunsets. I'm assuming that's a yes. Patty, hello. Dorian, hello. Thank you so much for the heart me. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Never found another. Thank you. Somebody said facts. Yes. Somebody said yes. Oh, you guys are saying yes for the Isn't It Wonderful? Okay, yes. Do you guys want me to do an audio version or just like a list? Somebody said sleep manifestation ASMR. I know you guys keep saying that. I need to just do it. Can you do a gratitude rampage for us? Show us how to do it. Somebody said your voice was so soothing and then... Well, I don't know what you mean by the and then. Somebody said, hey, sweetie. Hey, my queen. Where are you from? I'm from the US, but I live in Indonesia. Somebody said, how are you doing? I'm doing great. Somebody said list, and audio. Okay. Oh, I love this feedback. Somebody said list. Okay. I can do that. JK said, hi, hello. Nuri, hello. Abriel, thank you for the follow. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. Love, love, love just getting ready and listening to you all. Thank you so much, Chloe. How are you? Thank you so much for joining the live. It sounds like, are you new, Chloe? Or have you been here and you just are a silent watcher? I've been having so many silent watchers, people like coming forward and they're like, I've been watching you forever and just saying hi. And I'm like, oh, I love this. Brian, hey. Michael said good morning. And guys, remember, if you want to join me, I do have my retreat here in beautiful Bali, Indonesia. It's going to be this fall, October 12th to 19th. It's going to be awesome. So check the link in my bio if you're interested. Amanda said, good morning. Good morning. How are you? Somebody said, hello. Eric, hello. Somebody said, where are you from? The US, but I live in Indonesia. Keith said, first time. Official said, hey. Celia said, how are you, dear? From which country? Chloe said, a silent watcher, and I always recommend you to my loved ones. Oh, Chloe, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I love your name, by the way. I love the name Chloe. Love, love, love it. Thank you for the recommendation, too. I appreciate you. May, thank you for the follow. Official, thank you for the follow. Jason said, good morning. Good morning. How are you? Keith, thank you for the gift. Any more questions on reality creation, manifestation, law of assumption? I got to figure out dinner. It's so late. I'm like, should I even bother? Oh, thank you so much, Brian. I appreciate you. Oops, that was loud. Somebody wrote something in Spanish. I'm so sorry. I can't read it. Keith, thank you for the rose. I think I'm going to get pizza. There's this pizza nearby and it's like really, 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 really super thin crust. So I think I want that. God's Own Brand, thank you so much. Yeah. Somebody said you need to teach women makeup as well. So well done. Perfect. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. I have been getting a lot of comments on like other content like that. I just don't know how to, I don't want people to be confused to be like, oh, you're talking about manifestation and now makeup. So I'm like, should I make a second channel? I don't know. Somebody said, can you talk more about manifestation? Well, what's your question? That's what we're talking about. So it's, again, your thoughts become things. So your life is a product of who you're being, right? It's your self-concept. It's your point of awareness. All you are is awareness. So what you are aware of is what you experience. So if you are aware of the unemployment, then you will be unemployed. If you are aware of the abundance, then you will be abundant. If you are aware of the love, then you will be loved. If you are aware of the heartache and the heartbreak, then you'll experience that. So what are you aware of? You have the choice to become aware of whatever it is that you desire from moment to moment to moment. So that truly is what manifestation is your point of awareness. You're selecting, right, the version of you that has your desire. You become aware of you having it, and then your world will bend and materialize and bring into fruition in your 3D, in your environment, in the people, places, and things in your life, whatever it is that you want to experience. So change your thoughts, change your thinking, change your point of awareness, and watch your reality change as well. Somebody said, how do you find the courage to leave a relationship when your ideas aren't aligned? Well, you just start to affirm that the relationship is over. I mean, do you actually want to leave the relationship, or do you want your ideas to align? Answer that question first, and then I'll respond. Somebody said, are you on vacation in Indonesia? No, I live here. Somebody said, what time is it here? 8:49 p.m. Doe, hello, how are you? What time am I normally on? I'm normally on 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then in the mornings around, well, no, evenings, it would be 10 p.m. Eastern. So 6 a.m. Eastern and 10 p.m. Eastern. The 10 p.m. Eastern doesn't always happen. It hasn't been happening lately because I've been trying to prioritize like me first, and like getting up and working out and doing things that fill my cup first. Hunter, thank you for the follow. Salute Grand Rising, 1:46 a.m. Time's flown off for a shower. Well, amazing. Thank you so much for joining, Jason. Brooke said, maybe do the makeup as one separate subscription. I don't know how the subscription works. I'm going to have to look into that. Or I might ask you, Brooke, do you have a subscription? Shan said, hi, hello. Lapman said she is 1,000% correct. Oh, thank you so much. Somebody said, hey, just followed. Oh, thank you. Jason Sunset said, I would do makeup fitness. All of it on your page. It's all you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for the follow. Oh, thank you so much, Nori. Somebody said, see you soon. Hello from South Africa. Hello. Keith said, thank you. You're so welcome. Sunny, hello. Hablas español? Un poquito, not really. From what I learned in high school. Brooke said, nice. How are the workouts going? Are you back at the gym? I ran today, and it was a feeble attempt at a run. I actually was surprised. I actually ran way further than I thought I would. Because I haven't run in so long. So I ran today. I didn't go to the gym because I'm trying to figure out moving. So I might be moving in the next few days. And so I don't want to join a gym. I already belong to a gym, but I don't want to renew for next month until I figure out if I'm moving or not. So I've been trying to figure that out. And where I am right now is not near where my gym membership is, if that makes sense. So that's why I haven't been. It's not an excuse in that sense. It's like literally nowhere near where I am right now. So I have to figure that out. But I did run today. It was great. I'm going to run again tomorrow. I got to. I felt so much better after doing it. I was like, geez, I missed this. Chris said, great motivation. Keep the energy alive. Oh, thank you so much. Couldn't you live stream your workouts? I could, but then I feel like you guys would be like, she's not talking. She's just doing jumping jacks in the background. So maybe, I don't know. I could. Should I do? The only thing is if I do a live stream workout, I can't do it outside because then I would have to use data for that. So I'd have to do it in the gym on Wi-Fi. So I could. I just don't want to be disruptive to other people. I'm always really mindful of that. But maybe, actually, you guys are right. Maybe I'll try that. I've been trying to post other content, if you guys noticed, on Day in My Life. So I'm trying to diversify, but yeah, maybe I could do a subscription on makeup. Somebody said, can you please help us with a list manifesting example? I have to work on that. What do you mean? Can you please help us with a list of manifesting example? I have to work on that. What do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Somebody said, saludos. How long have you been over there? I moved over here 4 months ago now. Somebody said, beautiful. Thank you so much. Yeah, has it been? It's been, wait. Yeah, almost 4 months. 4 months. Rashad, hello. Somebody said, do you like K-drama? I've never seen it. Sunny said that's not a bad thing. Oh, what's not a bad thing? I missed it. I'm sorry. AI summary explaining the concept of manifestation and how thoughts shape reality. I love it. Somebody said, check my comments. I'm reading them. Somebody said, my name is Joyce. Hello, how are you? Somebody said she means how to frame the words. I'm sorry, I'm so behind. I don't remember. If you guys write down something that's referencing something, you gotta be specific. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Somebody said, are you single? I don't answer relationship questions on here. Oh, and Brooke, I owe you a response. I saw right before I joined this live that you DM'd me. Brooke said, wow, it's only been 4 months. I thought it was much longer. No, it's only been 4 months. Look, you can manifest anybody. So you manifest in your imagination. You don't do anything in your 3D, but you just go to the end and live in the end. Remember, you're living in your own reality. So you could be with someone in your reality and they could be with someone else in their reality. Somebody said, can you talk about manifesting financial abundance? Yeah, just say you're financially free. Say you get paid always and always. Say that you're rich, right? Maybe you have a certain number that you want. So imagine that your bank account balances that number. Say you have a fat bank account. Say that you're a money magnet. You're a money mogul. You're a money making machine. I love to affirm that I just get paid to exist. That's what I like to do. If you need help manifesting money, I really do recommend my self-concept course. A lot of you guys have hidden thinking around money that prohibits you from spending money. So that really, really, really can be helpful. Somebody said, please show women how to on hair and speech. You're an excellent teacher. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Besto, hello. Somebody said over there, when are your retreat dates? My retreats is an all women's retreat, October 12th to the 19th. Button said yes. Oh, thank you so much, Chasen. The champ is here. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. Eric, thank you for the follow. Are you Latina? No, I'm black. Somebody said, I know the stuff you do works looking like this. You're clearly an everything manifestor. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Way better. Thank you, Johnny. Somebody said salutations. Thank you so much for the follows. Wow. Any more questions on reality creation, manifestation, law of assumption? And remember, guys, if you do want to work with me, my prices are increasing in 2 days. So the 30-minute call and the 90-minute call are completely going away. It will just be the 1 hour call, and it's going up to $247. So if you have been wanting to book a call with me, you have 2 days at the current price. You can book as many as you want at the current price, but they are going up. So you have 2 days. Wagner said good morning. Hello. Christ, how are you? Is the Sovereign State course, oops, sorry, all the others put together? No, the Sovereign State course is the ultimate course. That's the one with an assessment. It's going to uncover your hidden thinking. It's going to help you manifest anything that you want, anything that you desire. So the Sovereign State course is literally something you can use for manifesting love, manifesting a new job, manifesting abundance, anything that you want. And so the beauty of buying the course is that you can use it over and over and over again for different things that you're trying to manifest or call in. It's really meant to go with the protocol as well. So they work beautifully together because it's going to help you stay in the state. So that course is amazing. Like, obviously I created it, but it's like zero fluff, straight to the point. You'll start to understand and know this. You'll start to understand and uncover hidden thinking. It's really comprehensive. There's videos, worksheets. You can complete it technically in a day if you want to. But it's about you persisting and thinking and living in the end of you having your desire. So it really, really is an awesome and amazing course. Button, I said what happens during the calls. You come with whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. So if you're trying to manifest money, a relationship, or maybe you just want to learn more about the law of assumption, it's your time with me to ask questions so you can pick my brain. And so again, those calls are going up to $247. That's just the price. Nice said also good morning. Hello. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Smasher. Somebody said, can you help me with my anxiety, please? Well, anxiety is just a label. So just say you don't have it anymore. Literally as simple as that. Just say that you don't have it anymore, or just work with it, right? So anxiety isn't a bad thing. Just give it good meaning and just say that it's excitement. Anxiety and excitement are both feelings of anticipation. So instead of saying that you're anxious, say that you're excited. You're so excited for new opportunities. You're so excited for all of the good things happening in your life. You're looking forward to those things. Or you can just say you don't have anxiety. Just say I'm self-assured, I'm calm, I'm relaxed, I know what's going on in my life, I know that I'm creating my life, I know that I'm awareness, I know that I'm source, I know that I'm infinite intelligence, I know that things are always going my way, I know that I'm always divinely guided, I know that I'm always supported, I know that anything that I desire desires me more, I know that my desires chase me, I know that I get to have it all. So just start to affirm the new story and start to disassociate, or stop saying or stop identifying with the version of you that has anxiety, because you're creating more of that. And if you don't want to experience it, let that story go. Here's the thing, like, to have anxiety is pointless. When you are in a state of anxiety, what are you doing? Worrying. Worrying is pointless. If you think about the word worry, what's the intent behind it? Nothing. There's no result from worrying other than more doubt, more fear, and more anxiety. So literally just let that story go. Let that story die. Stop telling that story. Shabby, hello, how are you? Jefferson, thank you for the follow. Do you typically manifest one thing at a time or many things at once? Is it better to focus on one? You can manifest multiple things at once. I mean, guys, you're manifesting all of the time, so you don't take any time off. So you hold a story about everything in your life. You're not walking through life in a silo saying, I am only focused on my job through this season of my life. No, you have your job, and then you get off of work, and then maybe you have kids, and then maybe you have to do laundry, and then maybe you have to cook dinner. So all of those things are a manifestation. You can manifest, I have help with dinner. My kids are doing their homework and they're great. My job is thriving, right? So everything in your life is a result of the story that you hold about it. So be mindful. This is why I teach auditing your thinking. This is why my course is beneficial, because it's going to help you to realize that you're doing this 24 hours a day. So audit your thinking, become aware of your story about everything in your life, and just start to think in alignment with whatever it is that you desire. So at work, you say, okay, my coworkers are amazing and they show up for me. My boss is always so supportive. Then when you're at home, say, oh my gosh, my spouse is so incredible. They're always there for me and they're always catching things whenever they fall. Maybe you're trying to manifest a dream vacation. You say, oh my God, it just like aligned for me and I got it at the right price at the right time and it's incredible and we're going to have the best time ever. So you're manifesting all the time. So think in alignment with whatever it is that you want at that moment, right? So as you're living your day, just become aware of who you're being as you start to interact with your world and make sure it's a good story. Make sure it's a favorable story. So I said, hi, how are you? Good, how are you? Button, I said, oh my God, you are so right. Oh, thank you. I don't even know what I was right about, but I'm glad. Button, I said, so true. Brooke said, label anxiety as excitement is the truth that helped me so much. Oh, beautiful, good. Oh, I guess that's what it was about. Oh, good. Somebody said, where are you from? DC, but I live in Indonesia. Oh, Brooke, thank you so much for sharing my live. I appreciate you. Where are you from? I've answered that question. Let's see. Thank you for the follows. Faith B, hello. Hi, Brooke. Have you read the Hidden Codex of the Real? No, I have. Somebody literally, I'm laughing because somebody like spammed one of my posts and like commented a million different times on it saying that. I don't even know what that is. I can't even answer your question because I have no idea what that is. I don't really, here's the thing, guys, your thoughts become things. That's all you need to know. Really. Your thoughts become things. That's really it. So the Hidden Codex, let me look this up. And feelings, so it's probably more, see, here's where it loses me. It says that it is the understanding of your prime current, which is just jargon. Everybody, when it comes to this community, Abraham Hicks says vortex. Joe Dispenza says the field. This book says the prime current. Thought, a feeling and thought, and how reality is constructed through living geometry. Why are we introducing geometry? Again, if it resonates with you, by all means do it, right? Because here's the thing, guys, there's infinite ways to manifest. And if you feel like science resonates with you, do it, right? Use it, leverage it. If you feel like the Bible, mysticism resonates with you, do it. I just teach law of assumption, which is literally just your assumption, your thoughts become things. It's just for me that simple. I probably would, I don't know, maybe I would read this book out of curiosity just to see, because I do love Dr. Joe Dispenza and he talks about it through the lens of science and mysticism and bridging that gap. But essentially it's just, I don't know, when they start talking about geometry, I'm just like, meh. You're right about everything. Oh, thank you so much. Manuel said good night from Papua New Guinea. Hello, how are you? Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. The champ is here said any solutions where you are getting things out of the sorry, my friend is texting me. Any solutions where you are getting things out of the way where you are focused but pop-up happens to throw you off? Well, that's the work. So remember, manifesting is overcoming yourself moment to moment to moment. So the old story comes up all the time. It happens to me every single day, multiple times a day. And I just look at my reality and I just say, so what? It came from me. So then therefore, because I created it, I can uncreate it. So I return my focus to my end. So therein lies the work, is to return back to the news story over and over and over again, to keep choosing it from moment to moment to moment. So that is the work. Thank you for the follows. Somebody said geometry. Yeah. Somebody said, oh gosh, geez, that scared me. It was like a little fly, but it came out of nowhere. Somebody said Neoverse is a comic, or I have no idea. Do you believe in any gods? I believe in God. I am her said, I love Dr. Joe Dispenza because he has a nice balance of science and spirituality. Yeah, he does. I like him too for that reason. I still like Neville the best though, because he's just pretty plain and simple. Your thoughts become things. Terry said hi. Somebody said I'm new here. I dig it. Oh, amazing. Good. Somebody said, are you from America, Florida? Nope. I hope that answered your question, Faith. And that's not me. I have no idea. I don't even know what it is. I just think whenever creators, and this is not directed towards you, I'm just saying the author of the book, when you start to introduce like geometry into things, I'm like, why are we doing that? I mean, Dr. Joe does talk about fractal patterns too. He doesn't really like go into it a whole lot, but he does like dig into it a little bit. And I'm just like, why are we doing that, right? Why are we doing that? So yes. So, oh, another one of you just booked with me. Amazing. I love it. Guys, if you do want to book a call with me, current pricing goes up in 2 days. Like the 30-minute option will be gone. The 90-minute option will be gone. It will be 1 hour and it is going to be $247 for the 1 hour. So if you want to get at the current price, now is the time. Somebody said, where are you from? I need to like just pin that at the top. The problem is whenever I pin it at the top, it only stays there for like 60 seconds because people ask me that all throughout the lives. Somebody said, what's your name, Brooke? Samuel, hello, how are you? Somebody said, I haven't read the book. I'm focused on grasping the info you teach. All good. Here's the thing. If you want to read the book, go ahead. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. So you can absolutely do it, guys. Like, if you're curious, this is your life. So really, you know, do what resonates with you. If you all want to dive deeper, if you want a more scientific explanation, explore those things because there's infinite ways to manifest. So as long as it lands well with you, then that's really all you need. Samuel saying, I'm good. How are you? Somebody said, tell us more about yourself. I've been on this live talking about all these things. What do you want to know? Top of the morning. Hello, Mr. Lotto said you should have a poster on your background with answers to your most asked questions. I know. Well, I need to do the video like you mentioned. Have I read the book The Pier by Rhonda B? No. I've read all her other books. Mainly, I don't think I've even heard of that one. Going to read the book for me, darling, please. Okay, cool. Thank you for the follow. Latif said, hello, how are you? I'm great. Tony, hello. How's the going? Somebody said, definitely. It's The Power by Rhonda. Sorry, yeah, I've read The Power. A lot of her books are very similar. I will say that. She came out with The Secret, obviously, but then all of her other books, they kind of say the same thing over and over again. I did read The Power though, but I'm like, I don't know. To me, after The Secret, they all just say the same thing with a different title, in my opinion. I'm figuring out dinner. Somebody said, I use the affirmation about my sister being well, despite the 3D and family telling me she's not well. Beautiful, yes. I love that. Perfect. Mara said, how are you, darling? I'm great. How are you? Thank you guys so much for the follow. Somebody said, can I join? What do you mean? Andrew said, good morning. Faye said, are you no longer doing 30 minutes for returning clients? No. So in 2 days, it'll all be gone. All of it. It'll be the 1 hour call. That's it. So you guys have 2 days to book at the current pricing. It's Shaylee Said, I want to start manifesting, but I don't know how. Well, become aware of your self-concept. So it's the story that you hold about your current life, the people, places, and things. And then you just start to focus on your desire, on your end. So your new identity, who you're being, the thoughts that you hold. So what is it that you're trying to manifest? And then I can help you. Drop it in the comments. Or use my self-concept course to do the work on your own. It's linked in my bio. Or you can download my free guide. Start there. Start with the free guide. Somebody said, what have you been talking about? Manifesting. Brooke said, what did you decide for dinner? I still haven't decided. I'm still trying to figure that out. To be honest, like part of me is like, I want pizza just because I want pizza, but I don't know that I'm hungry enough for pizza, if that makes sense. So part of me is like, maybe I just get soup. I like soup. I'm obsessed with the soups here. They're really good. Somebody said you should pin from the US. I have. Well, the chit chat on manifesting only allows like a certain number of characters. I wonder if I can add another effect. Maybe I can. Maybe I'll try and add that for the next live, Chasing Sunsets. Thank you. Somebody said hi. Thank you for the rose. Somebody said a boyfriend. Okay, so just start to say you're in partnership, you're in union, you're so loved, your boyfriend cares about you, they adore you, they honor you, they cherish you. So your self-concept is all about you. You're not manifesting the person, you're manifesting the version of you that has your desire. So you go to the end, which is you having it. And you think from your imagination, right? You're not doing anything in your world. You're thinking in your imagination, how would you think, how would you act, and how would you feel if you were in partnership, if you had a boyfriend? So you would be happy, you would be thankful, you would be grateful, you would be living your dream life, you'd be living your joy, you'd be at ease, you'd feel loved, you'd feel honored, you'd feel prioritized. So just start affirming all of those things for yourself, saying those things to yourself on a regular basis. Say that you have a happy, healthy relationship, that things are always working out for you, and that things always go your way, and that you're just always so loved, and you're in the best relationship. So just start to claim that, and then a person will come in with those characteristics. You can even write down whatever it is that you want from that person. You can write down their look, their height, their weight, their job, their occupation, their name, even what they look like, what their hobbies are, if they're funny, if they're smart, right? Whatever you want, write all that down. And then you persist in that thinking, knowing that it's already done, knowing that you already are in union with that person. And then you go to the end and live in the end of that. They said, we're so lucky for those of who got our 2-to-1 clients with you early. You really are. Yes, you guys are lucky. Sunny said pizza is the best. Yes, it is. Hello. Somebody said, where are you from? I cannot answer that question again. I'm so sorry. Listening from Tulum. Hello, how are you? Frank said manifesting the empty form of time. I have no clue what you mean by that. JPZ said, hey queen, hello, how are you? Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Shaquina, hello, how are you? Thank you for the rose. Joel, hello. Weird science type of thing. Science. Yeah, Shaylee, it's just your thoughts become things. So start to think from the version of you that has the boyfriend. Download my free guide. It'll help you get started. It's linked in my bio. Silver. Brooke said you can recruit your regulars to answer the repeat questions for you. Well, a lot of the times you guys do. Oh, thank you. So if like Sherry were on here, Sherry does that a lot. So yeah, they do answer the questions for me, and then I'll pin them. But so yes. Faith said I always do. Yes, Faith does as well too. Thank you, Faith. Somebody said download her free guide. Yes. Yeah, I do have mods. They're just not on today. Like Lolly's a mod. Keisha's a mod. Sherry mods. I have quite a few mods, but none of them just happen to be on today. Hola de Paris. Hello, how are you? Leonardo said higher and higher. Faye said, I love your short videos. Oh, thank you so much. I did post a new YouTube yesterday, by the way. So if you guys wanted to check out my YouTube channel, it's linked in my bio. I posted a full Q&A. It was like 2 hours, so you guys can watch that back. I'm just uploading them like raw footage. I'm not editing them. I'm just, because it's just too much. My lives are way too long to listen to them, and that's how I got behind. So I'm going to try and upload one a day and just leave them as is. Brooke said, I'm happy to mod for you as well. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you, Brooke. I will make you a mod, but don't feel like you have to mod. If you want to just enjoy the live as a viewer, do that. But if you want to mod as well, if you feel like it, then by all means, I would love that. So I'm adding you as a moderator now. Okay. If you do mod for me though, can you just block people, no muting? Because when you mute, for some reason, it like moves the entire chat down. And because I answer every single person's question, it always makes it so that it's, it jumps the chat down. I don't know why it does that. Stall one said, you're strong and beautiful. Thank you so much. Leonardo said, good morning. Thank you. Yeah, today the chat's a little bit livelier. Thank you for the follow. Somebody said, ain't nothing on the decks of cards, somehow a whole queen popped up on my screen. Oh, thank you. All right, guys, I am going to run because I have 16% battery left and I don't want it to get cut off. So remember that your God, your awareness, your source, your infinite intelligence, and that all possibilities exist and that you get to have the life of your dreams. And nothing is off limits. The only limitation is the one that you put on yourself. So don't do that. Go big, be delusional, and you get to have it all, right? If you want to work with me again, the calls are going up to $247 for the 1 hour. The 30 and 90-minute calls are going away forever. That's happening in 2 days. So if you want to book a session with me, now is your time. Oh, Nish. Oh, I love that you said I booked a session. Yay. I'm so excited to meet with you. Oh, I love that. I love meeting with you guys for the first time. Amazing. I love it, love it, love it. So yes, I'm looking forward to that. Amazing. Thank you, thank you. So if you all want to do that, or you can do the work on your own with my self-concept course, the link is in my bio for all of those things. And if you could follow me on Instagram, I would greatly appreciate it because I would love to have you all over there. So take care and I will see you all later. Bye.